Oh yeah. Welcome to nobody. There's no one in yet. And I'm here on my own. Hopefully we'll be joined by some of your favourite YouTubers and mine.
There we go.
Fullness of time. Oh, and bang on cue, here comes I don't know if he's one of my favourite YouTubers. Yeah, of course he's one of my favourite. Not the baby food eating stuff though. That's just perverted. It's great.
You love it.
You're all right, mate.
I'm all right. Yeah, I got a bit of a stinky head again. Nothing unusual. Same old bullshit.
Yeah, just your brain not working.
Oh, something's going on today.
Yeah.
1 + 1 +1. Yeah, I didn't know you was planning to go live.
Well, I was going to do it tomorrow. Sorry, not tomorrow. Yesterday, I mean.
Yeah.
Bloody hell! I think I've caught your clown syndrome. I think.
Something fucking going on. I'll say that much.
Bloody hell! God, I didn't know that contagious. You've transmitted it over the internet. Now I was going to go on yesterday, but no one really seemed bothered, and I had a few things to catch up on yesterday evening, so I thought it'd probably better to go on tonight.
Yeah, for
people seem more keen. I think Abby and or Lee will be joining us at some point. Hello, Ava Rooster 417.
Oh yeah, must bring up the chat.
Welcome to the live show, Ava Rooster. If you've not entered the Win 5 giveaway, there's a link to my channel at the top there. And hello, Kyle Press. How are you, mate?
Do it now. Sorry.
I'm going to have to apologise for people who may have entered, and I'm not telling you to enter. I just can't remember every single person who's entered. And plus, you may have entered on some other people's channels, but not mine. So, hello, Ringo. Hello, Rach. Welcome to you both.
Should bring that up. Yeah, I don't know why people aren't showing up in my membership list, though. It's really weird.
Oh, well, yeah, don't worry about it. I just look at the numbers, and if they're rising, then that's good enough for me. So just
fair enough.
That's all I do.
Okay, cool.
Have you entered the giveaway yet, Kyle? I know you've got one of the pops, Kyle, because that was a birthday present from your favourite YouTuber.
Ish.
Yeah, I didn't know PewDiePie sent pops out. That was nice of him. No, you're the favourite YouTuber, me. Do you have to sub to all the channels? You don't have to, Kyle. It'd be nice if you did.
Yeah, just do some more entries, mate.
Now I'm trying to work out which channel or channels Kyle doesn't want to sub to now.
Yeah, I'm intrigued.
Yeah, I might be able to have a guess at that, actually. Now, just then, the thing is, the more channels you comment on, the more of the videos you comment on, the greater your chances of winning. But it's up to you. It's entire. We can't enforce those sort of things anyway.
Do you know what would be weird? Is if someone won all 5 of the mini draws.
I think that'd be sort of a national lottery. You've got 6 numbers up kind of territory.
Yeah, right? I know. But just be weird.
Rach has entered on Abigail's. Have you entered on my channel yet, Rach? I can't. This is what I'm saying. I do apologise if people think that I haven't seen you enter. I will have seen you enter because I try and heart each one to let people know that your entry has been recognised.
Yeah.
But I still forget. So let me try and get it up. Hello, Lee. Lee and Abby are eating. Okay, mate. We'll see you in a bit. You need to. Okay, Rach. Well, yeah. I wouldn't leave it too long, Rach, simply because you might lose track of who you've entered, whose channel you've entered on, and whose you haven't.
Who you've entered? Who are?
I mean, Rach, all the videos are the same. By the way, I don't expect people to sit through the same video 5 times. It's just like, as long as you know the rules, like after watching it once, then just click through to the next one. Hashtag next one. Hashtag enter. And subscribe to them all as well. That kind of goes without saying. You know, it's perfectly simple. It's so simple. We didn't even need a Jason Clow degree in applied mathematics to
exactly. Well, they did say trigonometry would be useful for something, Jimbo. I thought they were lying.
And that. Oh, I've just seen you enter on mine, Rach. Thank you. Yeah, and there's also, of course, Not Single for Mum, Abigail Barry, Leroy Screwballs, and the man they call the Milky Bar Kid, Jonathan Ring, as well. So, well, obviously, it's still 5 pops up for grabs. Even if you only enter once, then you're lucky enough to make it through to the final drawing. Yeah. So it helps us out if you subscribe to us all, and it'll help you out because it increases your chances. So they could be, for instance, Rach. There could be 2 or even 3 Rach Kappas in the final draw, and they'll all be you. Yeah. It's not another person called Rach Kappa. Yeah. I mean, Jason did make the point that it'd be weird if all 5 was the same person, but I think that's very unlikely.
Yeah, highly unlikely.
But there could be multiple entries from the same YouTube account. It's perfectly feasible.
Yeah.
And that's the exciting bit. It's like the more you subscribe to us and the more you comment, the more chance you have of winning. So, there's only one Rach Kappa, one Rach Kappa. Cheers, Lee.
Right,
so there we are.
Oh, hang on, buggery A.
In fact, I'll keep. Oops, shit, what am I doing here?
Come on, chat, come up. Stop being stupid.
What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna, if I can sort my bloody screen out. Oh, yep. Get off, you shit.
That's what mine was doing. Fuck about.
I'm gonna sporadically paste the giveaway URL. Like, I've done it once in the chat. I'm gonna do it the second time. There we are. So if anyone needs, I'll just have to remember to try and do that every so often.
Fuck a doody duck quack.
As for YouTube and news, I've just watched Leroy Screwball's latest video. There's a few others I need to catch up on, I think.
Yeah.
I think Insy's done one that I haven't watched yet. Yeah. And he's won, well, we knew he'd won Marnie's Pops giveaway. It's really nice Spider-Man pop, that, actually. I don't know if Leroy's still in because I know he was eating his dinner. You may, Kyle, exactly. The more, you know, it's entirely up to you. Enter once, enter 5 times, enter 2, 3, 4. It's entirely up to you. All I'm saying is, and it goes the same for everyone, the more videos you comment win 5 on, the greater your chances of success is. It's just simple mathematics.
Yeah.
Apparently. I don't know because I'm crap at maths.
At least you're honest about it, mate.
No, Lee, you're not listening. I said I have watched your video. I said there's some others that I haven't. Bloody hell, I thought we were the deaf ones, Jace. Actually, he's reading. He's reading it. No, he's not reading it. He's listening to it. Oh, no, Lee said I haven't watched his video, but I comment. No, I have watched it, and it's very rare that I'll comment on a video that I've not watched, at least most of it, Leroy.
Yeah.
Jonathan's changing his URL to Milky Bar Kid. That's a good idea. Back from Parry is, well, it's all right. It's certainly it's catchy enough, but it just, I know you were saying the other day, Ringo, it doesn't really make a lot of sense, but that's fine. I think Jason's is something odd, like Buggering Henry. Which I think
it was, yeah.
You see, well, it makes him laugh anyway. Nobody else. But,
well, they said you want a custom URL, so I thought, yeah, why not?
yeah. So Buggering Henry, I thought that was kind of like an instruction or something like this. This is what I want to do. I want to be Buggering Henry. So, and that's probably why a lot of people go to Jason's channel thinking it's some sort of gay lifestyle blog. But he stopped doing those vlogs a few months ago.
Oh, you say it. I'm trying to drink here, you bugger.
Oh, sorry, Jace. Oh, it's a small bottle of Pepsi you've got. Yeah. Kyle, yeah. If I'll try and remember all 5 pops. The 5 pops that we're giving away are Captain Crunch, Big Boy from Bob's Big Boy.
Yep.
Jason is somebody who I'm not familiar with.
It's Unity from Rick and Morty.
Unity from Rick and Morty. Abigail's is Agent 13 from Civil War. Is that right?
Something like that, yeah.
Jonathan is Steve with shades or sunglasses from Stranger Things. Hi, Project Pops. Hi, mate. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. Project Pops, you've always got an invite to come on the panel. By the way, it's just an automatic invite for you. So if ever you want to join us, I know you're often at work at this time. Project.
I've just seen what Lee's put. Yeah.
Mothers and babies. Rachel's got a fantastic beat pop. Great, that'll be one of the ones I do need to catch up on probably after this live stream. I'm not planning on going on dead late tonight, famous last words, but in the chat we can get going. I know, I think it was Jason and Will who just kept me on here for ages the last time, and I intended to finish about 40 minutes before we actually finished. Yeah. And by the end of it, those two were only pissing about anyway. So what's new?
Yeah. Oh, you got to have a bit of a laugh, haven't you?
Oh yeah, I thought you'd be working Project Pops. So I prefer to call you Kyle, but we have had another Kyle in the chat, and Kyle Press, and he might still be in, so it might get confusing if I'm addressing 2 Kyles as Kyle, but Project Pops' name is also Kyle. You need to jump off the bed and land on your head when you get. Yeah, I prefer to land on a big 10-inch pop box myself.
Yeah, is that a good cure for headaches? I might have to try that.
It's not a very good cure for being a shit YouTube. No, that's mean.
Yeah, fucker.
No, I'm not a big go at you. I'm not a go at. I'm not a big go. I'll get accused of being a hater or something anyway.
He's such a git sometimes, isn't he, ladies and gentlemen? But we love him for it. What else can you say to that? Nothing really. I'm doing my Ebenezer Scrooge bit at the moment.
What's that entail?
Counting my coppers and bagging them up.
I don't like having coppers. I tell you what, I really hate. I hate 5p's. They're too small.
Oh yeah.
If I have a 5 pence, I'll just give it away to someone. I've even thrown them in the bin before. Honestly, they're just too small. They're so small. I'm kind of a little bit frightened of them. It's weird.
Lose them.
Hate 5 pence pieces.
Well,
they used to be all right, and then they bloody shrunk them about 25 years ago. Maybe getting on for 30 years. Maybe
they're about what, half the size again? Probably more than that.
Lee throws. Yeah, if I'm near a charity box, I'll just stick coppers and 5p's in there. But if I'm nowhere near a charity box and I know I'm just holding coppers and 5p's for too long, I just have to tuck them after a while.
My dad, when I was about 13...
Kyle Press has just entered. Sorry, Jason.
That's all right, nice.
Kyle Press, if you're still in here, mate, thank you for entering. Sorry, carry on, Jace.
Yeah, no, when I was about 13, 14, my dad made me this, like, wooden pirate chest style thing.
Oh, yeah.
Right, maybe like handmade it, so it's really, really cool. Still got it. And I use it for all my, coppers and 5p's and the rest of it, and I must have about 60 quid's worth in there.
Yeah. So at school, like, everyone just used to chuck their coppers on the ground. So what me and a couple of mates did, we just went all over the school grounds, just picking up any 1s and 2 pences we could find, and like we ended up making about 5 of that day. There was that much.
Yeah. Well, you find them, down the back of the seat or whatever. And
I was relatively normal as a child. Like, so you see, in adulthood, I've got worse, so I can't handle certain currency. So,
I think that's true of me as well.
Your dad made you a Victorian what? A Victorian chest, wasn't it? Victorian sword? What was it? Was it you said?
It was like a pirate chest.
A what?
Yeah, a pirate chest.
Oh, pirates! I thought you said pilots then.
No. You know, so you got the curved top and all the rest of it with the lock and all that. All right, the padlock was a fairly new looking padlock, but yeah, quite cool. All nicely polished, varnished wood and that, you know. Very nice.
Gotta love a giveaway. Yeah. I'm happy to be involved in this one. Because I mean, my next solo giveaway, I'm not entirely sure when it's going to be. I'd hope to do one before May, but it's nearly April now anyway, so that might be my next one. This like really special one that I've planned, but it's for a pre-order item that's been delayed, and hopefully it's not going to be delayed again.
Well, I fingers crossed we'll get to do my next loyalty giveaway. And yes, Jimmy, it will be a lot easier this time around.
Why don't you just like have like a road to whatever giveaway like the
because I found they don't work as well.
They bloody do. Mine. I've done 2 of those and they've worked.
No.
I mean, I've done a lot of hype for them. If you sort of sit back and just expect, you know, magic to happen, then
but you know,
you worked it a bit. But you're one for plugging videos and stuff, Jay. So I don't see why it wouldn't work for you.
No, just didn't. I'm lucky if I get half a dozen entries.
Oh well,
yeah.
Well, you know best for your own channel, I suppose.
Yeah.
Jay.
Well, it's suck it and see, as they say.
It was all Leroy's idea. Just say, yeah. The thing is, behind the scenes, you don't know how much dear Leroy, my darling, my dreamboat, was stressing out the other night. Yeah. You know, if I'd been there, I would have slapped him silly, and I'm a pacifist. But it's been that much of a moany twat. Sorry, you know that I love the bones of you, and obviously, if I was there in the room with you right now, we'd be having a nice man cuddle. But you were way too much.
Hey,
I'll give away on Jason's channel. Yeah. Asher for it.
This is the road to hell.
You would do more, wouldn't you? You know, hello, welcome to my giveaway. Here's a clue. This is the road to hell. I've seen.
Actually, Abby liked me singing when I was doing my sort of pseudo opera voice for Jonathan's birthday. So
I can sing a bit of opera. I'm not going to. Maybe
not really. Not really.
Give away some Easter eggs. Yeah, if it's an American winner, I don't relish the idea of sending a load of chocolate over to the state. Other people do.
Oh no, all melty and horrible.
You see, that has happened. I think someone sent Project Pop some. Might have been Redhead Funko actually.
I think it's all right if you just sort of like. If it's just like a bar or something.
You should do a and say give away loads of entries and shut it, Jimmy. You tartars having a bad. I know you're having a bad day. Yeah. Leroy, that you being an old woman about things wasn't making it easier for any of us, mate.
No.
In America. Hello, Jax D13. Hiya. Thank you for coming in.
Hello, Jay.
Oh, you're one of Jason's friends, are you?
Yeah. Right. Abby knows him as well.
Oh, Jax or Jay or whatever you like to be known as. What is Jason's fucking problem? Because I've been trying to work it out for months now. If you've known him a long time, then perhaps shed some light on that.
Hey, he's met me in person.
Oh God! And he's still talking to you.
Yeah, actually, mate, you may well have seen what Jay looks like. You know my Comic-Con video that I did. Back in November. Well, anyway, Jay's in that.
Right, I may have missed that actually, Jay. So
that's all right. I'm expecting to watch all of them. It's before you knew me, anyway. I think.
And well, yeah, I don't think if I did know you by then, it was only like pretty much, you know, like a matter of days, maybe.
Yeah, it was back in November.
Yeah, I think it was more maybe December time that I really got to know you. I think at least.
Yeah.
So yeah, that probably explains why I hadn't seen it. You have to make sure he takes his tablets because if he doesn't, he rambles a lot. Oh, God, that's the polite way of putting it.
Me and Jay, right, are semi-famous now because we signed the Stan Lee tribute wall.
Where's that?
Right, when we went to the Birmingham Comic Con, they had a big tribute thing up for Stan Lee. I don't where it went, who it got sent to, I don't know. Right, but yeah, there was a wall you could sign for, you know, thank you Stan Lee sort of thing.
Yeah, but
which was kind of cool.
Wouldn't like thousands of people have signed that?
Oh yeah.
Well, not every one of those is now semi-famous, are they? I mean, you've not even had a famous semi in years, Jason.
Famous semi. What, detached?
Leroy's watched all of Jason's back catalogue and he's still having therapy, so is his mum. yeah.
I told you my mum watches the videos with the sound off.
But by my experience of your channel, Jason, that is actually the best way.
I think my mum would be quite appalled by some of the language that comes out of my mouth.
Yeah, I think she would. Mine would as well if she. And I don't even swear too much on my videos. I'll drop in the occasional cuss word, but just one. And if my mum heard me, I wouldn't hear the end of it for the rest of the week. Seriously, like she's just got that much of a stick up her ass about it.
I think mine. I don't just drop F words here, there, and everywhere. It is usually.
No. Of course you don't.
No. It's...
Oh fuck it! Oh bollock! Fucking hell!
No, but I've usually got a reason for saying it. I've usually got a reason for saying it though, especially if I'm having a bit of a rant. Then I will swear.
Jason, you know my scheduled video for tomorrow?
No,
you don't.
No, I don't.
You don't look at old messages, do you? That's
why
I
do scroll. I do scroll back some of the time.
That's why you made a tit of yourself in the chat when, like, Leroy asked me, obviously, are you still going live tonight? And you went, no plans to. Like, you've ever been live while I've known you? No. So
that's why I thought it was a bit of a daft question.
Leroy might as well have been asking next door's cat if they're going live. But shortly before that, I posted a screenshot of tomorrow's video. But the point I was going to make, Jace, is that you do feature in tomorrow's video.
Ooh.
Yeah. As does Leroy, or Screw Roy Lee Balls, as he may well be known from tomorrow onwards. As does a couple of other well-known minor YouTubers.
Were you getting your mucking thirds muddled?
Exactly. I do love spoonerism. And I also love a good spoon, Leroy. So bear that in mind when we have that sleepover.
I say, bloody Arthur Askew or some bollocks did that shit, didn't he?
Lee's comment, I actually read it, and like in my mind, it was like with your voice, Jay. And I love a fucking Rach says they should hear him on wrestling panel. Who doesn't love a good spoon? Exactly, Jonathan. Exactly.
Yeah, I'm not going to repeat what my mate says about spoons. I think it's from a quote from American Pie. So if you know that film, you know exactly what I'm on about.
Oh, man, I love the American Pie films. I'm trying to think of the quote.
Yeah, I think it's Stifler that says it.
He does say something about he does say something about a spoon, doesn't he? In one.
Oh bollocks!
Oh, what is it? What's that quote?
I can say it if you want to.
Someone called Optimistically Cynical says, I recently had my 2-year-old son choked to death. We were listening to oldies, and I thought his mum said, put another dime in the juice box, baby.
Misread lyrics. Okay. Yes. I thought you'd react that way, Jimmy.
Rest in peace, comedy. You had a good innings. It's only a short video tomorrow, so it'll go about 2 p.m. It's it's basically one of my little YTPs, but I got this one done fairly quick. I've been at it all day pretty much, but like to do long ones, they just take forever.
Yeah. No, Jonathan, mate, quit whilst you're ahead, son.
An old woman was at the bank today. She asked if you could check her balance. You pushed her over.
That's why I said what I said.
Why am I friends with you people?
You say that every day, mate. God, buggery.
You seem to be counting your fortune for ages there. Like, what are you? Are you up to your first million yet?
I wish.
You do look like someone who's like hoarding away sort of old banknotes.
My precious.
Cross banks.
No, it's because they're pennies.
They'll be able to afford a pop. Yeah, go into like the Entertainer or somewhere and just annoy him by paying for a pop in all those coppers, mate.
My mate used to work in...
Joke. An old woman was at the bank earlier. I fucked. See, that's more my level, really. Just like it doesn't make any sense, but yeah, very, very not.
Leroy, straight to the point. No messing about.
Exactly.
Yeah, I was waiting for something like there was an old woman at the bank and I beat her to death with a spoon.
Right. Well, we are meant to be. Well, not. We don't have to, but it would be nice if we talked a little bit about Funko tonight.
Yes.
I want to ask Jason to motorboat a dog. Yeah, he'd love to do that.
Oh no, that happened. That happened.
Oh no, God, we're gonna go off topic right when I was about to go to something sensible. Yeah, maybe we'll get onto that later. We're not going to get onto that later. So I'm not going to allow it. Right, Jason, didn't you say you had got a Grail today?
Yeah, I saw it. It's not the original. It's a re-release, so it's not the proper one. But I can grab it if you want. There will be a video, but I can grab it if you want me to.
Oh, if you don't mind spoilers, mate. Yeah.
No. Just give me a second because it's in the other room. Hang on.
Oh, that moment when Jason takes his headphones off and leaves for a few seconds.
Hang on.
And we're joined by Mr. and Mrs. Abigail Barry, BBW. That's the thing they got awarded from the Queen about. It's like an MBE for YouTubers. It's Leroy and Abby. Welcome.
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Yay!
Morning.
Right, I think I'm going to have to turn you guys up as usual. But it's all right. Don't worry. You don't have to do anything. I'll sort it out.
Yeah, the police popped some cool Ringo.
I'm actually doing a video at the moment that has got no words. No.
Oh, right.
No spoken words.
Portrait or landscape?
What?
What?
Portrait or landscape mode?
No, it's not actually. Oh, it might. No, it's not.
I don't know when I'm getting my microphone.
What?
Ringo. Can you hear me yet?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're quiet, but so I'm turning you up anyway. It's all right. While I'm here, I'll turn Jason down. He's always too low.
I didn't mean to turn
We've
you
been
on.
watching for about half an hour. No, maybe a bit more than that. And Jason is just doing his laughing. It's so funny. Every time he laughs, I'm in sync. Just like that. That's it.
I have been told it's infectious. Who else was it? I think it was Lee P that said my laugh's infectious.
It is. It really is. You start laughing, and then I'm in hysterics as well.
So, Abby, me and Jonathan want to know. So you said your video was in both portrait and landscape mode.
Probably.
No, this one is just portrait. I think I can't remember.
Just
portrait.
I
yeah.
don't know if you've.
It's like an audience with Steven Spielberg, isn't it?
Abby,
Yes.
I don't know if you've seen the messages. Someone's just said hello to you.
Oh, I can't see the messages. No.
Jack, Steve.
Yeah.
Oh, hi, Jay.
It's Jay.
I haven't seen your latest message, but I'll reply in a bit.
Yeah. Jason's now mansplaining like who people are now, even though you already know. Hi, Jay.
Well, Jay did change his name. Jay did change his name.
I've been speaking to him today. Yeah, no, that's cool.
Right. Do you want to see this pop or not then?
Yes, yeah, right. Let's present you. Hang on. I'm going to present you for a sec.
Okay.
So we can have a proper look.
I'm going to do my bit that I've got to do as well.
Right, presenting to everybody, Mr. Jason Mentalist Clo, the Clomosexual. Here he is. Take it away, Jace. Ooh.
Is he going to sing?
There you go.
What's he doing?
What's he doing?
It's
the gremlin. Oh, that's
Gizmo.
cool. I love it. Fuck,
I've been after EMP $12.99.
Oh my god!
How's he talking when his lips are not moving?
He's clever. That's why he's going to laugh in a minute.
I'll do the dubbing. I'll do the dubbing bit. Here's the pop. Do you like it?
He's talking. His lips ain't moving.
No.
He's laughing, and his lips ain't moving.
Well, there you go. Anyway, that's all it is.
Well,
That's brilliant.
we look forward to the video, mate. It'll be a good one, I'm sure.
Right, yeah. Anyway, there you go. Yeah, Gizmo. I've been after one for ages.
He's really cool, though. What was that? EMP?
EMP, yeah.
That was like a fucking horror story just
I'll have
then.
to have a look at that.
His mouth going like that with no words coming out. That's fucking horrible.
I don't know what you were seeing because my words
It
were
was
coming out
weird. I
of
just put it down to my shitty setup here. Was asking.
This is just going to be a whole stream of us laughing, isn't it? It'll start. It's like the Mexican wave, isn't it? Jason will start, then it'll go to me, then it'll go to Jimmy.
You've never made me.
Oh, fuck you!
Rachel's just asked a question, and that's quite weird, seeing who's just joined the panel. No, we did not find it because we met Rach Kappa randomly.
Oh, yeah, that was weird.
And I videoed it. It's going to be one of my videos coming up. We met Rach Kappa in HMV in Margate, and she recognised us, came up to us, and we were trying to find chases. And no, we didn't find any chases, but that dude there, I think, has sent me one.
What dude?
Will, spook, bros.
Hello, sorry, I was a bit laggy there. Sorry.
Right, Will. Right, we want to talk
to Cassia.
about.
Oh no.
How does your thing go?
What are we talking about?
Why are you whispering?
All right, fire away.
Oh, Will, we want to talk about the comments that a certain YouTuber was leaving on what was a great giveaway that Leroy won.
James.
Because I've never seen so much butt hurt in my entire life.
Hang on, wait, it's really laggy. Hang on.
It is laggy tonight.
Right, so talk about someone who left a comment, also known as James.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, hello, Funko UK guy, mate.
Yeah, he got a bit salty because he didn't win, and then he sent me messages saying, I really wanted the pop.
He actually messaged you saying, oh, I wanted that? Look, he won your last one, didn't he?
Yeah, he won Yeah, the last ones. Yeah, yeah, that was right. Yeah. So I said to him back, "You've got to give other people a chance, man."
No, it's not. It's random. It's totally based on like a random draw. Like, why does he think he's entire? What's up? It was making these weird scraping noises. I think that's coming from Leroy's cock.
What?
Is it dragging on the floor again, Lee?
Huh?
Put it away.
Hmm.
You're willing.
Yeah. Lee went to Japan once and said where dragons can be found, and someone said, "Hey, look, there's one dragon on the ground."
Oh, fuck's sake.
Why is it so laggy tonight?
Who fucking invites you every time?
That does happen when you get older, though, Lee. Be careful, mate.
Right. Anyway, yeah, I just wondered
Hang
why.
on, give me a moment. I'm going to come back.
Funko UK, Steve. I hope you've entered our competition.
I believe Steve has entered on my channel. Certainly, I'm assuming he's entered on other people's as well.
No, I know Jay won't. He's not really a pop collector anymore.
I've done my competition video tonight. Hopefully, going to get Will's one, and I've gone and bought about another 7 or 8 pops up. I've got to do videos on yet.
Woo!
This is what they call an addiction, I think, is it?
Addiction, yeah.
Give it 5 years, Lee.
Hey, I've been collecting nearly 3.
Wait,
in fact, no, it is 3.
Nothing.
I've only been collecting 6 months, and I can give up any time I like.
Yeah, right.
Even though I got paid.
I just want to clear up this Funko morphing pop business, Will, because why does he think that he has a God-given right to win every giveaway?
Oh, I don't know. He's got it's just he's got a thing for cons as well. Every con that I've either watched his live stream just to like pop in and see what he's doing at a convention, or a convention that he's going to and he randomly sees me there, and he always got a thing for, "Oh, I haven't got any money. Are you able to give me a free autograph?" So he got a free signed T-shirt by Jason David Frank, the Mighty Morphin Green Ranger. He got a free signed picture thing that they do, and a free photo. And I'd have paid £90 for my 2 signed pops and a photo.
Bloody hell! How the hell did he manage that?
Oh, because he's got he uses his bipolar or ADHD as an excuse.
Oh, bloody hell. In that case, I should be getting all sorts of free stuff.
Yeah. And the only stuff I do like that for is to get a companion ticket when I go from the concerts. And that is because, in a way, I do need help getting around in the dark.
Well, that's fair enough.
Yeah. I don't milk it.
Oh, and he also cut the queue at MCon. He saw that I was like really close to Jason David Frank. I was like 3 people away from getting my stuff signed. He goes, "Oh my god, it's Will! I'm gonna bump through the queue."
Oh, yeah, do you want some paw protectors? Well, I've got some paw protectors. I'll go up to PP Joe's stand.
No, so he punches me in the back, like saying like, "Oh, hello," like, and then he fucking. And then he's like, "Oh, do you mind if I stay in?" Like, no, go away. go to the back of the queue like most people. I was lucky to get in front where I was because they had like diamond passes or something, but ever so like few people were allowed to go there, but the rest of them were like shoved away.
With the diamond pass, though, you have to pay extra for it, don't you?
Yeah, I was gonna get the Tom Baker diamond pass. It was like £91, and there was like, I got paid literally the day after I saw it, and by the time I got to it, it was so
Rich, this is a YouTuber who Will has been best friends with for many years now.
Best friends. Oh god.
Hello, Roy. Thank you for coming in. Yeah.
Ringo, my mug is over there. My mug is safe. It's over there.
Is Ringo in the chat?
Yes, he is. Yeah.
Good old Ringo.
Dave says hello back. Right.
It's all about the hype.
Dave!
Yeah. Anyone news coming to the chat, make sure you check out our Epic Win 5 giveaway. It is international.
Dave, what are you doing?
I will keep posting the link every now and again. If people want the link at any point, just let me know and I'll post it. It's ready
Jimmy.
I know, I'm such a shill, aren't I?
Thanks for that little segment.
No,
I was just going to say, thanks for the segment you sent me.
Yeah, because you asked me to send it you. It would have been better if it was a surprise, but it does stand alone, I suppose.
Oh, I sent it to my sister and she loves it.
Oh, good. Oh, yeah, well, your sister's a big fan of my Seuss Poop Bro videos, so yeah, it was only thanks to her that I actually did another one.
Well, yes.
Yeah,
I did like that.
For a compliment, that's my trouble.
I did like that video Leroy did this morning, though.
Oh, Star Wars one.
The Star Wars one, yeah, very good.
Yeah, where was that for exactly? Because I don't think I've seen it on your YouTube channel.
Oh, no,
Is that...
I stuck it on Instagram. That was nothing really.
Oh, that'll be what. Yeah, I'm not on Instagram. No.
You should get on there, Jimmy. Are you on Twitter or anything?
Yeah, I'm on Twitter. Yeah.
Yeah, so I never use Twitter anymore. I don't even.
Well, I don't use it hardly because it's awful.
Yeah, Twitter.
Instagram. I think Instagram's a very good tool for advertising your channel. Actually.
Yeah.
Well, especially when you do good hashtags as well. Yeah, you can get noticed quite a lot.
Abby's got thousands of Instagram followers.
No, I haven't.
You've got. She's got a couple of thousand, I think.
She's got thousands of YouTube subscribers. Bloody hell, that's the big thing in my eyes.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we're doing.
We have to drag you into this giveaway, kicking and screaming.
Yeah.
I don't want to do no giveaway, do I?
We're doing very well, though.
It's too important for where, ain't I? Good morning.
Is that how she speaks, is it, Jimmy? That's about as good as impersonation as Jimmy can do of Abby.
All right, yeah, I know you dislike my impersonations, mainly because my impersonation of you is spot on.
No, you make me sound like bloody.
With the gun as well.
You make me sound like Zippy.
The impressionist here. Go on, do Jason Lee. Go on, do a quick Jason for us.
Jason, are you fucking up?
See, I would have said Lee's is better than yours, Jimmy, to be fair. He makes me sound less like Zippy out of Bloody Rainbow.
Oh, no, not Zippy.
Aren't you too young to remember Zippy?
Me?
Yeah.
I watched
Rainbow, my childhood.
He probably knows the one with the rabbit.
It's been a while since I last watched it, but I used to watch it on YouTube.
It's not been on telly in years, that's why.
Oh, hang on.
One of them's dead.
I used to watch Rainbow on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, good typical millennial.
Yeah.
No fucking clue.
Yeah.
I used to watch Rainbow on my box TV, barely any signal, with a coat hanger on top of it and 2 channels.
Yeah.
Back in my day.
Well, sitting in the bedroom with a little 7-inch portable black and white TV.
Yeah.
Watching the professionals when I shouldn't have been because I was too young.
You know, I had one of those portable TVs and it stopped working, so I actually chucked it on the floor. I chucked it on the floor and it started working again.
Was there a rabbit in Rainbow? Apparently, I think near the end of its life. I mean, why mess with a successful formula? You had Zippy, whatever he was. You had George, who was like a pink hippo. I think he was a bit,
La-di-da.
It was, yeah, it was a bit Seuss Poop, bro. Put it that way. And Bungle were quite camp as well, weren't he? Bungle.
They all camp.
Big old bear mincing in.
Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey. Oh, well, George.
Jeffrey Bungle.
Well, it's for the fact that they all slept in the same bed.
That was your favourite bit, Jace.
Oh,
look, they're all in bed again. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and they're all peeping Toms as well, looking through those fucking windows all day long. Peeping Toms, a lot of them.
And Rod, Jane and Freddie talking about danglers or whatever it was, or twangers.
Rod, Jane and Freddie were clearly swingers.
That was a three-way lickety split waiting to happen, wasn't it?
Yeah, so basically, it's basically a sex party, swingers and bestiality.
Rainbow gangbang.
Well, how's the safe going then, mate? I know you've been selling a few things to fund cosplay. Is it? Are you getting near your target yet?
Well, I got paid yesterday, so I'm almost near my target. I don't know if I'm gonna. I don't know if I'm gonna get it this month. I might leave it and wait till MCM London because that's.
You don't charging much board or anything?
Um.
Board and lodging.
No, I don't think so. No.
Well, you must know what they charge you. It's either nothing or something, isn't it?
Well, it's going for like 370. I'm near enough that.
Yeah. Oh, what you cost? Well, fair enough. But like, I was just wondering if you had to pay like up for housekeeping and stuff. I'm assuming.
Yeah. I paid that. Yeah, I paid that this morning.
Oh well, right. Okay. Well, it's rubbish. That's how it goes.
How are people doing with us that are doing the competition? How are we doing for entries? Because I know Leroy likes to blow his own trumpet.
Yeah. Leroy was updated. Oh, I've got another subscriber. Oh, yeah.
Hang on.
I like having behind you, Jimmy, because you're the greatest, and I love you so much.
What the fuck's he doing? Right. Anyway, let me quote Jason from last night. He was getting so excited. I actually think he pissed his pants, and he said, "I've had more subscribers in the last half an hour than I have in the last month."
Yeah,
which was true.
Well,
yeah, for Jason, that's a good rise.
No, I've had 17 since yesterday.
Fuck me.
Fucking
Well, that's brilliant. So, Jason, doesn't that prove that like these sort of milestone? Well, it's not a milestone giveaway. But it's not a loyalty one either. It's just a.
It's just a giveaway.
Yeah, it's a big one.
Yeah. It's a big one. Oh, matron.
Right, what I think though, is I do think we should do these 2 or 3 times a year. I think we should do a Christmas one for sure, and maybe like an autumn or late summer one.
Yeah.
That's good to me.
Yeah, if you're not going to get stressed out and shout at us all again, then you're all right.
Shouts at everybody. I'm not doing more than one giveaway.
No, we're doing a Christmas one, and we're going to do a summer one.
More than one?
Well, yeah, let's see how this one goes first. Like, you're trying to run before you can walk a little bit there, I think, Lee. Like,
don't need more than one.
Bear in mind.
No, I'm open to the idea of doing more. I just want to see how this one pans out first. I'm just being approached with a bit of caution for now. But if this is a success, which I'm sure it will be, then I don't see why we can't do it again. It was mainly sort of. I mean, I was having a bad day anyway, apparently, but I was getting stressed. I mean, I was getting stressed over that video because I didn't download it for a while.
Thing is, Lee. Now that you've done it, though, you know what to do for next time, so you're less likely to get stressed.
I've done it. Well, you can fucking do it next time.
I don't mind doing it because
I'll do it.
I can just
do it next time.
No, I'm joking. I don't mind doing it again. What was stressing me out?
Can you do all the editing and everything next time, please?
I'm good at that.
It'll be in portrait, landscape, sideways,
upside
down.
That's what landscape means generally.
Get one of them fisheye.
Sideways.
Get one of them fisheye lens, mate.
Yeah. No, seriously. Right. What was stressing me out is the fact that I'd spent quite a long time editing that.
Yeah.
And I had no way of sending it to anyone. I didn't know about this. What Ringo
Yeah,
came up with.
you didn't think about that. Like, oh, I've actually got to pass this on to people.
It's only because of the size of it. That was the issue.
It got funny after a while because everyone had sorted it. I was the one having I think Jonathan and Jason had downloaded it pretty quick. It was me having issues. I eventually got it sorted, and then you came wading into the chat. Oh, I'm fed up with this. Like, oh no, we'll have to sort it out tomorrow. It's like, no, mate, we've all got it now. And like, you just pay attention to any of the messages previous.
It's funny.
I didn't read any of them.
No, I could tell that, mate.
But you think about it. I'm usually the one who has technological issues, isn't it? And I was like, boom, done, no problem. And you were like, no, it's going wrong.
It was a big file, and it was just nothing.
Yeah.
That Google Drive, I even installed the Google Drive app, and that was just shit. And I'd still stand by that. I think OneDrive and Dropbox are way better for that sort of thing.
What did you think? Did you like the video though? Obviously.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Well, yeah, of course,
cracking video, mate. The old Stephen Hawking's voice and everything you had on it.
Yeah.
That was my voice.
95% of my phone storage from being a big file. But yeah, I love it.
The robot voice was actually me. But did you two plan on coming out with those like euphemisms, or was that just coincidence?
Me, I don't know, just the word whopping came in my head.
Yeah. Well, that's the same. I said spanking, and I thought, I just realised what I said.
Because that was really weird. Because you both sent me those videos, I think, on the same day.
Yeah.
And you'd said whopping, you'd said spanking. I thought, have they done this on purpose? So then that's why I did what I did.
Not really, no.
Oh, okay. And then I actually asked Ringo to come out with a word, and he came up with mighty. So.
Ringo, that's quite sexual. That.
Fly.
Oh, have you made that?
Yes, I have.
Who said? Who said flange?
No one. Yeah, look what Abby's just made me.
I thought someone said flange.
A flange. Look.
A flange.
It's a souffle.
No, it's a flange. Did you make it?
Yes.
Flange.
Be very careful.
Looks delicious.
Flange. It does look nice, doesn't it?
It does, mate.
Yeah.
Was it Trocky? Chocolate flan.
Just put in.
Yeah, what's your mouth? Burn you in for your mouth, mate. Take the skin off.
Right.
David, you're not having it.
If we hear oh fuck in a minute, you know why. Yeah, Jay's had to go out and buy himself a new TV. Everything's breaking. He's got smacked on the head twice by Lucille.
This is going to get so many views.
What is? Oh, Abby.
What's she done now?
Where's your camera?
Have you put some more euphemisms in your video titles, Abby?
No, it's just plain porn.
Hang on. Let me present. Hold it. I'm presenting Abigail and Leroy.
Oh, bloody hell, how do you read that?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
SFW in bed playing with pussy. Yeah.
Yeah, but can you see the photograph?
Oh, no. Got out.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
She doesn't do clickbait, of course.
Yeah.
No, I wouldn't dream of it.
Yeah, she could say she could do a one about a stereo and saying, check out my woofer.
Don't laugh at him. You only encourage him to do more.
Oh, brilliant.
How do you make this then? What do you make this out of?
Flour.
Huh.
I wonder how many views that's going to get.
Thousands.
Yeah. Well, then you can make sure that you mention the giveaway in the video.
No, it's a quiet video.
Oh, right, okay.
Put in description.
Is it auto sensory, auto?
Put in description.
I know what you mean.
Or SMR.
Yeah, those sorts love competitions.
ASMR, yeah. Yeah, put the hashtag Win5 in it. Just plug it all over. Leave
So just halfway through, just a fucking massive explosion. Boom! Win5!
Leroy, you put Win5 in your video title earlier on.
Oh, pardon you.
I did advertise it in my latest video.
You did, yeah, but you should have put it in your title as well. Just to,
that's
not my.
You take from one pro to another.
Not the video I've just uploaded, because I actually recorded that before we were doing the draw. But my other ones now, I'm going to mention it at the end of the videos.
See, that's when you could put in your thing about what's his face, the Star Trek or whatever it was.
Star Wars
one.
No,
yeah,
Star Trek.
Use the Star Wars one if you want, whatever.
Yeah.
Jason had noted, although I'm assuming it's cost like you build up a backlog of videos, but your intro and our intro especially is like still very loud.
Yeah, I know. I forgot to alter it, mate. I apologise for that.
Another thing you want to do, because it's only like a personal thing, but like I'm OCD with stuff, is like there's too much of a pause of silence between the end of the intro and you coming on saying good morning or good afternoon.
Right, okay. I'll try and shorten it down a little bit. I usually get it spot on.
It's not been spot on, mate. But
yeah.
I don't want to keep mentioning, but
no, it's fine. I would rather people say stuff, right? And I do something, and I can do something about it. Yeah.
Who know me, Jason? I'm not one to be overly critical. I mean, just ask Queen Abigail, my great queen, that I have nothing but praise for all her unique efforts at YouTubing.
Who was after the Metallic Night King?
Yeah, no, I've got it.
He's got one, mate.
Right. Did you order it off Pop Culture?
Yeah.
Australia. Is that Australia?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about 30 quid cheaper, wasn't it, or something stupid?
Yeah, and I just made the 1st of April cut as well, so I was happy with that.
April 1st.
Yeah.
Very good.
Then.
Oh, hang on. Who's that? Oh, it's me. Hang on.
Is that your phone?
Yeah, it's my mum.
Hello,
Seriously, what sort of ringtone is that? Is it Nokia 3310?
No.
Hello, Mum.
Oh.
Well, they'll still be able to hear us, I think.
Jimmy, you after a John Cena pop?
Depends which. Like an original one. If it's that invisible looking one, then that's an absolute piece of shit, and I don't want it.
No, it's it looks to be the original one, to be honest.
Really? Why? Someone got one?
No, it's number 1, I think. When was it?
Yeah, it will be number 1. Yeah.
Was it 2016 or something it came out, or?
Ooh, at least I thought it might have been earlier than that.
I was one going for £22 on eBay.
Oh, that's what? Buy it now?
Yeah.
Oh.
Buy it now with $3.49 postage. It's not too bad.
I'll have to have a look at that.
This is lovely.
Do we send you the link?
Yes, yeah, please, mate. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm not really a WWE collector, but looked interesting.
Well, I am, although there's certain ones that I try not to get, because otherwise it's just going to be too big a collection.
Yeah, it's right.
Oh yeah, Rach, there is variants on the caps, isn't there?
Oh yeah. There you go. It's on Facebook.
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Jam. He says 4 different 4. Wow, I didn't think there were that many. This one is the one with the blue cap.
Yeah.
Yeah, number. Yeah, you can tell it's got the old WWE logo on it. I wonder how much that's worth on Funko app. Let me have a look.
I think it's at least 60.
Chocolate.
What?
Chocolate.
Yeah, you covered in it.
Hello?
Yeah.
John Cena.
Dun, 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 dun.
So are you stopping your collection now, Will? Or are you still collecting Funkos?
I don't really know, to be honest with you, Lee. I've made some more room. Yeah, I might get some more Power Ranger ones because I need the Morphin exclusive versions. So.
Now then. There's two,
How
they
much?
look identical in the blue cap. One's £69, but then there's another one that doesn't look any different, and it's £11. So what's going on there?
Re-released.
So I didn't think they listed re-releases separately on it. They must do. Yeah, the one for £69 released 2015, vaulted. Yep. And the other one, oh, that's weird. The other one, the one that's only worth £11 was released in 2013. So why is the re-release more expensive then? That's weird.
Different pose.
It's not. It's exactly the same pose and everything. Same colour hat, same colour shorts. It's no difference. But the more recent one is worth more. So,
Limited edition?
It says exclusive to WWE. Yeah. So it's gonna. It's probably should have a sticker on it then, shouldn't it?
I take you on about bloody Cena, are you?
Yeah.
Fuck's
sake.
Jace.
Yes, Jace.
Sadly.
Well, yeah. We can talk about how crap John Cena is in a minute, but we're actually talking about Funko Pops.
Yeah. Well, I knew that. Duh.
Well, yeah. So why try and derail it by going on? You're talking about. I'm not talking about Maddie Cena.
Because it was a John Cena pop.
Oh, that's a good one. There's.
Anyway, whatever.
Right.
Carry on.
So the release is exclusive. The original isn't, but there's no sticker on the box of the exclusive. Not on the app anyway. So let me go back to eBay and see.
That one's got the sticker on it.
Well, it's got a sticker on, but it's got that holographic sticker that's on all WWE merchandise. So I don't think that really means.
Probably not.
No, I've got a feeling this is going to be the one that ain't worth much.
I don't know, but should I put a bid on this? There's a Dr. Egon Funko Pop going for £40.
Dr. Egon Rone, yeah.
How much is he?
Who?
He's a chef.
Who?
No, the Ghostbuster.
Egon Spengler.
That's the one. There's a big. It's got 50. Did you not watch Ghostbusters, Jimmy?
Who?
He's putting a plonker.
What's know what Ghostbusters are? It's that show that were on Living a few years ago. It's got Derek Akora on it. Bloody hell.
Sam. Where's my spirit guide, Sam?
Right. Derek Akora, that Yvette Fielding, who were on Blue Peaks. I didn't know there was someone called Egon Spengler on it, but...
Right, now.
On it.
Now.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find out how much it is.
Special Needs Cousin was on.
Oh my God.
Egon Spengler.
I give up.
Who's rude to me?
Right.
Who's being rude?
Well,
who's rude? Hello.
You're rude.
How much was it?
Oh, it was a bid for £40. He had 15 hours.
That's about the standard price anyway. So.
Are you sure? I've seen ones go for like 124.
Hello, Cryptics.
I'm sure I've seen it for about 42 quid.
Can you just shush a minute? Like I like an orderly panel. I'm trying to catch up on some chat here.
All right.
$15 on Pop Price Guide. That's the one you have. Yeah, that's the more recent. Ava Rooster's just got 2 more to go to 5. Oh wow, well done, Ava Rooster. That's great.
About as orderly as a bingo night in a fucking Alzheimer's.
When you've got the Bum brothers talking to each other, like
2 and 8, 37.
Right. Live streaming has come about on YouTube, and I do things with a lot more decorum and focus.
Yeah.
I think just like someone who's Scottish coming on and like just inviting a load of noisy Americans on, and it's going to be chaos.
What? Yeah.
Does anyone want a signed Vince McMahon Funko Pop for £199?
No, I don't like things that
What the fuck's he on about?
I have no idea.
Funko Pops, Leroy. That's kind of the point of this.
Yeah.
No,
Vinnie Mac, the owner of the company.
Yeah,
yes.
Thank you for mansplaining that as well.
Well,
Jason.
Leroy didn't know, did he?
Well, Wikipedia is not retarded much.
I don't speak too soon.
I did have the caveat much there, Abigail.
Whack a what? Whack a pedo?
Whack a
Oh my God. Well,
no, you're your trip to do that. It seems like no, I won't go down that road.
Right then, carry on.
How are the cryptics? I'd like to know how the cryptics are. I enjoyed your Game of Thrones video the other day, Cryptics. That was very good. Oh, I think I know Mrs. Cryptic's name now as well. Cynthia. I think you introduced yourself. I never knew your name up until the other day. Cynthia. If it is Cynthia in, it's usually Cynthia, Mrs. Cryptic.
Cryptic Collection.
Ooh.
Jimmy's probably find out in a minute he's got it completely wrong.
Yeah, probably, yeah. I'm crapping.
Cryptic's on there going, who the fuck's this Cynthia? Hey, who's Cynthia?
Cynthia! Telephone call for Cynthia! No! Oh, fuck.
Oh.
Jimmy's like, oh, for fuck's sake. Shut up.
No, I was just looking at Mr. Jam's comment. Blue cap with black pants is the more expensive. The cheap one wears khaki jorts. Yeah, but they both had khaki jorts on. I'm going to have to go back and look at it.
Oh.
Khaki jorts? What the fuck are jorts?
Jorts, you know, like jean shorts. But
is that what they're called? Seriously?
Yeah.
Who on earth calls it that?
Right. I didn't know that. I thought there was like one of my typos or something.
Jason, what you don't know could fill a few warehouses.
Right, hang on a minute. I didn't know that either, but you are, you know, we got the mastermind in the house himself. So
yeah.
Oh, have you had the call yet, Jimmy?
No, I'm still waiting for the email with all the info about how to get to the. Oh, I can't be talking about this too much.
Right, Jimmy. Yeah, what's your specialised subject?
Well, I've chosen. You have to choose 3, and then obviously they'll pick one of them if you get through.
Why is Jason laughing? Why are you just laughing?
Just Jimmy with specialist subject, I can imagine.
I want to know what the 3 are. It was STDs? STDs of the 20th century? I don't know. What beards?
Beard oil.
Yeah. No, that's why he knows what jorts are, because he's going to do the kids' slang.
Because I watch wrestling, and I've heard commentators and things like remark upon, oh look, Cena's wearing jorts. That's all.
Well, I don't watch Cena's matches, so there you
go. Jimmy,
bloody medal. Oh, I'm Jason. I'm a smart mark. I've not watched John Cena match in 2002 when he debuted against Kurt Angle.
That's when you go off for a shit.
Cena's your shit break match.
Right, Jimmy, are you allowed to say what your 3 specialist subjects could be?
I suppose I am, but I'm not going to. I don't want to compromise because I'm worried now. Like I've not got this email because they decided to look me up on social media. Perhaps. I mean, on Facebook, I'm pretty well behaved, but I've had some old Twitter accounts where things have gone a bit sideways. But perhaps I think they probably not emailed me yet simply because they've got a lot of people to email and it's just a process that will take a while. But I can't call them back. That's the trouble because they called from a withheld number.
Well, fingers crossed for you, buddy.
Well, yeah. I mean, if I don't get on, it doesn't matter because this was something that I applied for. It must be nearly a year ago, I think. Yeah. I think it wasn't the first time I applied for it either. So
who presents it now?
It's the old bugger, John Humphries, isn't it?
Yeah, John Humphries, yeah.
I shouldn't be talking about any of this. Like, it could be compromising.
Fucking MI5.
Yeah,
that's one of the first things they say to you on the phone. Like, please don't discuss any of this on social media or with your friends or anything.
John, you get on there. John Humphreys. I hear you call me an old bugger.
Yeah, exactly. You know, you've seen all these sort of social media scandals. Like, all someone has to do is tweet something years ago, and then they get bloody sacked as like a Disney director or something. Like that James Gunn or whatever his name is.
He got signed back though, didn't he?
He made some joke bloody years ago, and then like suddenly it crops up and he gets fired. I mean, he's been reinstated now, hasn't he? But still, that's not the first time something like that's happened.
No.
But if I get to the audition, then great. If I don't, it doesn't matter. It's it's no
shame. Shame you can't do any plugging. You say occupation, professional YouTuber.
Well, yeah, that's the trouble. Yeah, because if you notice, when you watch like a quiz show on television, you don't really see many people come on saying unemployed, do you? Like sometimes you get on like someone who like male will say, "Oh, I'm a house husband." Yeah, okay, which is fair. That's a perfectly reasonable thing, but that's just another way of saying, "Well, I am unemployed, but I have got kids."
Yeah, professional couch potato.
Oh, definitely that. Well, yeah, I just like, because I have worked as a writer. I just whenever they ask me my occupation on these sort of applications, I just put like I'm a writer.
A writer. Then I'm a singer, Jimmy.
No, I have. No, I've worked.
I sing every day.
I've worked for a media company in Ireland, Lee. It's not just something like I once wrote some words down at school, so I'm going to call myself a writer. I have had gainful employment as one.
Right. Okay.
I've never. Sorry, go on.
No, go on.
I was going to say I've never got paid for anything that I've done, but I did do a wrestling.
Well, he would. Come on.
No,
if you've got
but you know,
Jason's never been paid for anything he's done.
No, writing wise, I can't remember the website now. I did have a wrestling column. I've done reviews for magazines, various other bits and pieces.
I pity the poor proofreader who had to go through your.
No. I checked it before I sent it off. I deliberately checked it.
You checked it? Well, that's not going to make much difference.
No, because I deliberately went through meticulously and checked every last bit. It's my typing.
Charles round to double check alongside.
It's my typing the shit, not my bloody spelling. There's nothing wrong with my spelling.
I've always wanted to write. I've always wanted to write as well, actually, Jimmy. And I was originally, after uni, going to go to journalist school in Harlow, Essex, and I never went in the end. I was all set to go do a postgraduate in journalism, and I even had my CV in the start of a newspaper article. Had a headline, like it was like my CV, and then it had different subtitles. It was really, really well thought out.
Yeah.
But life just got in the way, and I never ended up going.
Yeah.
There's my story about that.
No, I worked for a company called Verzic Media in Cork.
Okay, yeah.
But I was county media manager for 3 counties. Loved it, brilliant job, but they weren't getting any money for advertising, so they just went bust.
Oh, right.
Because if they'd done that like 4 or 5 years later, I think they would have survived and thrived, because a lot more of those sort of sites, it was kind of, I don't know, kind of on your sort of HuffPost, BuzzFeed sort of, but it was more sort of attuned to Irish news and Irish things.
When I was, I'm not going to, I probably shouldn't say the actual paper. I know you know, but when I was working at a certain national newspaper, the journalists that were there on their own personal payrolls had prostitutes and stuff. And I was chatting to one, and he'd be like, he'd be at home in bed with his wife, He'd get a call at like 2 in the morning from some hooker saying, "Oh, you know, you want to get down to such and such a road? I've got like Hugh Grant or someone. Do you know what I mean? Someone famous, and then you'll catch him coming out." And it was all like cut. It's just horrible. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. That sort of tabloid journalism. Never been interested in that. I wouldn't lower myself, Frank.
No.
I mean, that's no offense to you and what you used to do, but just that's not journalism to me. That's just sordid titillation and fucking like ruining people's lives.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I totally agree.
I was just writing local news, like sort of with like a slight humorous bent, which was suited me.
Yeah.
When I lived in Ireland for a year, and it was great.
We have a question.
Oh.
What's the best looking pop I've seen? Doesn't have to be one that we've collected, but has the wow factor for the work that went in. I've seen a couple of nice. They always seem to be the ones that like I've never seen before. Like who had one on YouTube recently? I've never seen it before. It looked brilliant. I think what video that was.
I think it's like, you know, if you see something, you don't even follow the show or the program or the film, and then you see a pop and you think, wow, I really like that. And then you look at what it's from, and I think sometimes, oh, I won't get that now. But you really like it anyway.
The Overwatch pops.
Yeah,
some of them are amazing.
Yeah, they are actually. And I hate to say it, some of the Fortnite ones as well look pretty.
How do we ban Leroy?
Mute him for 2 minutes. Put him on the naughty step.
Yeah,
I've got a video coming out that I destroy Fortnite pops.
Yes. Well, I really want to see that because I wanted to do it myself.
Full support of that.
Yeah, it's coming soon. Actually, that one.
Yeah. I want to see how you get away with doing it without injuring yourself or anything. Because I
don't.
Well, yeah, true. No, I so want to get.
Spoiler: he accidentally chopped his head off.
Yeah. I do want to get a Justin Bieber pop and destroy it. I really do.
Yeah, I was convinced you were going to get Bieber because I think he's still going cheap at the Entertainer.
Yeah. I'll have another look.
I know I picked up the Fortnite. It was a choice between Fortnite and Bieber. We were just out, and I saw this Fortnite.
Yeah. You made a good choice because I hope it triggers a load of Fortnite fans in the comments. I really do.
I'm going to put it in the tags and title and stuff. Yeah, I do. It gets battered. I'll give you one spoiler. I shoot it with a crossbow.
Brilliant! Oh, I can't wait for it, mate. But getting back to the question, I was saying I'd say one I really do like is my Hulk one that I got from Marvel Collector Corps. It's the Grey Hulk, and then you got Bruce Banner with him as well. That's a really nice pop.
Oh wow, Rach, you've got the Sheamus pop. I've never seen that around anywhere. You'll have to do a video showing that one, Rach, because that's pretty rare now, isn't it? Never seen. I've not even seen him come up on like Facebook auctions or things like that. So I bet that's probably one of the more valuable ones in your collection, Rach. I would have thought. I will have a look at him on this awful Funko app. Are people enjoying this app yet? I'm guessing.
No, seriously. Every time I go into it, it's reverted back to dollars.
Yeah, it's doing it for me every time I go in, and then I have to click on that profile bit, and then it changes it to pounds. But it's just annoying.
I've not looked at
ironed that kink out by now. Right, Sheamus, £35. So not a massive fortune, but he's getting up there. He's 35, and that's American prices. So for us in the UK, you're probably paying a lot more.
Right.
If anyone sees Kane for cheap, I want a Kane.
What pop
to be honest.
Who was it?
It's cool. You're going to want to buy it, aren't you?
Sorry, Lee was talking at the same time. I didn't hear what you said, Jimmy.
I'll say I don't think unless you have a safe search on eBay or something. I think double box. It's just if you want it, Jace, like you're gonna have to pay for it. It's like
I know.
Like obviously, with it being a WWE one, it resonates in my memory more when someone mentions it. But like you've mentioned the Kane one so often, I'm like now thinking, well, why don't you just treat yourself?
Money, mate.
Yeah, I understand. Yeah, it's a little bit overpriced for what it is, but
Yeah.
a lot of pops are. I mean, bloody hell,
Mm.
people spend a fortune on some, don't they? I mean, there's this mystery box craze that's still doing the round. Although I like it when like they open a mystery box and it's like, oh, this is shit in here. It's like I paid $50 for this. No, they don't sound like. I paid $50 for this, and it's full of. There's only 2 exclusives, 1 chase and 1 grail in here. I expected 4 grails. This is egregious. This is outrageous. Gotcha, robot, or whatever they called. I'm not using you again until the next video because it's good clickbait.
Well, I tried the Geek Gear box that they were doing, the Epic Geek Gear box, because I wanted to see what was in it, and I thought I'd make a fun video. And it did.
It would be a bit stupid to do it if you didn't want to see what was in it, though, wouldn't it? Really.
That's not just pop. I mean, those mystery boxes that are like general, a lot of different stuff. That's different because like there's a variety of things in it. But it's these specific Funko Pop mystery boxes, and it's like people are paying 50 quid, and then they're getting a couple that they don't even want, and it's like, well, why don't you just spend that $50? Sorry, not quid, and then go out and get it off eBay or somewhere, and then get the one you really wanted in the first place.
Yeah.
I know they make good. And I like watching some of them. It depends who's doing them. Some people are obviously better than others, but I don't mind watching the odd mystery box. But it don't make me want to do one of my own because I'm just such a specific collector. The chances are, like, I wouldn't get anything that I wanted. So there's no point. I won't waste my money.
Well, I had someone get some for me as a present because they didn't know what ones to get me. So I said, "We'll get me a mystery selection." And you know that I did give you the beast, didn't I? In the end,
you sold it to me,
yeah, sold it to you, yeah. But I not physically give it to you. No, but that one I think.
I like that. I mean, it's not in my collection. It's I do it to my youngest, but I like that pop because it's so heavy. It feels like really good value for money just by the weight of it.
But that was from a mystery box.
I've just remembered a pop that I quite like. I can't remember what it's from though, but it's just R A-A-A-R-G.
Yeah, so I've got one, haven't I? You want to buy it off me?
What's it from? It's like a big
Troll Hunters.
That's it. Yeah, no, see, I quite
it's
like
cartoon. Yeah, well, don't forget you said when you get paid.
Yeah, I haven't started.
If Abby let you haven't spent too much money again.
How much? Spent so much at bloody these buy one get one free jobby things.
Where?
What was it?
Nice pops. Look his little face. How can you say no to him?
Who? Me?
You.
Yeah. Look at him there. I've wanted if I were you.
Oh, thank you. It was buy one get one free, Jimmy. So
you can't resist a bargain, can you, Lee?
Look, where was it? Buy one get one free.
Jason, I did keep saying to him,
HMV.
you can't do this.
Buy one get one free.
Yeah.
So I bought 4.
Yeah, I told you though, didn't I? I went in there and there was nothing that I wanted. Even though it was buy one get one free, there was absolutely nothing I wanted.
Yeah, no, we bought quite a lot actually. In fact, last weekend, my children bought 14 pops.
14?
Yeah. Was it 14?
Yeah, but it was 14, and it was they paid about 20 quid for everything.
A bunch of $2.99 ones.
No. It was more than that because 2 of them were 20 quid. They bought 14 pops.
Yeah.
I bought about 6 or 7. Abby, how did you buy? 6. She bought 6. Between us, we bought about 40 pops last weekend.
Nice.
Yeah, but it wasn't a lot of money. You're saying that it wasn't a lot of money.
No, because some of them, she got the Elton John for $2.99,
and then it was buy one get one free.
and the James Bond. Oh yeah, Elton John and James Bond for $2.99 because it was buy one get one free.
Just got to ask a question in a minute to Jam. Which Forbidden Planet was it you went in? Was it the UK or international? Because I've got a UK one down near me, and they don't do WWE pops. So unless they suddenly started doing them,
Yeah, I've got the Charlotte. That was my prize from a certain YouTuber not suitable for mum.
Mm.
Yeah, it is. It is. I really like that. Charlotte is probably one of the better female pops that I've got, and I think all the female ones are good.
I am tempted to get one myself now. Actually,
Leicester, which Forbidden. I'm trying to think. Forbidden Planet in Leicester. I've never been in it, but I'm trying to think.
I think that's an international.
Yeah, it sounds. Yeah, the one in Nottingham's definitely international because that's the one I like to go in.
Yeah, they are better, but they don't do online anymore, which I'm gutted about.
I still wonder why they closed their online store down. To be honest, I wonder if like their in-store sales were suffering.
Well, I would have thought, if anything, it would have been the other way around.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. Cardiff. I actually went to the Cardiff store, and it's very good. Very, very good selection of stuff. And the one in
just do wizard stuff.
No.
Oh. Yeah, and the one in Birmingham. That was good. That's where I got my glow in the dark Balrog.
How much you selling for?
I can't remember. Let me have a look a minute. I can't remember how much I said. See what it's worth on there a minute. I can't remember what I said. I think I've got it written down somewhere, but fuck it if I can find it.
Yeah, you see, what HMV told me the other day was that they're scaling down their pops to concentrate more on records and stuff again, music.
Yeah. I told you what's happening with that, didn't I? Right, apparently, this was according to the one of the girls in the Winchester store. She reckons that each store is going to diversify. So, depending on what will sell best in their area, is what they get. They're talking about putting mainly classical music in the Winchester one. Which makes sense because there's a lot of people that I know from that sort of neck of the woods that are all into playing things like the it's not the bloody double bass. What's it called? I can't. I've got a brain fart.
Trombone.
You know what I'm?
Trombone.
No. You got the double bass, the big violin thing, but it's not called a double bass.
Violin.
That's the little one.
Double bass.
I'm pretty sure it's called a double bass.
No. It's called something else as well.
The bass. The
whatever.
Bass.
Single.
Anyway, whatever.
Bass guitar.
One of them.
No, one of what? Well, you can't just say one of them.
Oh, fuck. Let me have a look. Let me look it up a minute.
Yeah, thank you. Google.
I wish I never bloody asked now.
Alexa, what the fuck's Jason talking about?
You ask, you shall receive.
Even Alexa don't know.
Alexa, what did she say?
Alexa, what the fuck is Jason talking about? Listen.
I'd rather not answer that.
Yeah, that figures.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I can't answer that or something like that.
No, she said, I'd rather not answer that.
Oh, right. Oh, there you go then, even better.
Oh.
Let me.
I used to do music here. I should know.
String instruments. Let me have a look. I know it's
big instruments.
String.
Like a
string.
Piano or something.
Tuba.
Oh, fucking tuba.
The tuba doesn't have strings. Do you mean a cello?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Cello's one you blow down, isn't it?
No, it's like a double bass, but bigger than a double bass.
And you have to use a proper fiddle with it. Double bass, you generally just use your hands.
Yes, because I know you like a bit of a fiddle, don't you?
A bit of a fiddle, yeah. Hey.
What am I thinking of? What am I thinking of? A big one that you blow?
Do you mean like a trombone or something?
The what? Bone? Boner?
Trombone.
Tromboner.
Trombone.
Jimmy's gone very quiet.
Yeah, I'm just wondering whether it'd be really cruel to mute all three of you.
Oh, hang on, I'll do it for you.
I have to read this.
I've got a tromboner going on right now.
Oh my lord. Oh, I just remembered I'm going somewhere on Saturday. It's very exciting.
Oh, where are you going?
Where are you going, Willem?
I'm going to a secret nuclear bunker. You can't
Oh,
tell anyone, though.
I want to go there. It sounds really fun.
Yeah, Kelvin and Hatch.
Yes, I know it. I've never been, actually.
It's very good.
Oh, no, you didn't.
I know. I will. I know a more secretive bunker that's actually secret. Not the one that's advertised.
Wait, what? You don't see? Okay.
No, there is an actual secret bunker in Essex that's not actually advertised.
Oh, fuck all you fucktard.
Is it that secret that you can't tell me?
Oh, I'm not on here. No.
It's like Area 51. Yeah, nobody's supposed to know about it.
It's so secret that I can't say anything.
I know about it through the work that I've done for the government and stuff. But you know.
Oh right. Oh.
Right.
I'm going to look up this R thing.
Are we going to Roswell?
No, we're not going to Roswell.
You should check out Rivenhall when you get the chance, Lee. It's very good.
Yeah, Will. What are you doing at Kelvedon then? Are you going just for a day trip or what?
No, I've messaged the guy who owns it, and he says he's all right with people filming in there. So all I've got to do is pay a small donation, and I can film and take pictures and everything.
Yeah. After that one that you bloody got moaned at.
Yeah. Why are you banging me on the head?
I'm trying to get your attention.
Yes.
If I order a Wizardry box from Geek Gear, do you want the T-shirt?
Probably Harry Potter T-shirts.
Yeah.
I look right, twat.
Why?
Why?
You're sitting there with the Captain America tee.
Yeah, that looks cool.
Yeah, Captain America, man. He's got. Oh.
All right, guys. Will I get beaten up wearing a Harry Potter T-shirt?
Yes, I've done it. I've tried it. I've got beaten up for it.
Have you really? That's not nice.
No, but Will would have got beaten up anyway.
Yeah, to be fair, Will's just got a really punchable face, so like he was going to get beaten up regardless of what he's wearing.
That's not nice, Jimmy.
To be fair, every time I see William, like I get these violent urges myself, and he don't know what he's wearing.
Bastards.
Right.
So you don't want to get it for Cassia then?
Yeah, I really won't wear Harry Potter merch.
Oh, I was wondering why my mum said that. Oh, that's right, yeah.
Rach says he won't get beaten up, but yeah.
No, I don't think. Rach, do you get a Wizardry box from Geek Gear because it's Harry Potter?
I'd wear a Harry Potter T-shirt, but like I just don't really give a fuck, really. I just I walk around in my pajamas all day. So
I've been out in my pajamas many a time.
What?
That's just because I can't give a fuck to get dressed.
Well, yeah.
Lee?
Yeah?
Right, I'm having a look at this R figure thing for you, right? Now, on YouTube, it's $14.90 with free postage, so I'd knock a bit off. Fucking YouTube.
Did you just say yeah?
On bloody eBay. I knew what the fuck I meant.
YouTube Marketplace. God damn. Yeah, that sounds a bad idea for spendthrifts.
What's it called? ARG?
As in right.
Can you spell that out for me, please?
I can actually. It's AAA GGHH.
Who the hell thought of that as a name for a Funko Pop?
Well, that's because you look at it and go,
Funko Pop, is it? It's the name of a character from something that was made into Funko.
Sorry.
Well, what's it from?
It's Troll Hunters.
Troll Hunters.
Well, there you go. You can't blame Funko. You blame whoever made Troll Hunters.
Yeah. DreamWorks. You blame DreamWorks.
Well, there's a 2017 full convention exclusive version on here. It's one that's made out of stone, and it's going for $18.99. It's going for
$14.99.
What are you on there, Will?
eBay.
Yeah, I've seen $14.90.
I tell you what they should do is a never-ending story lot, because I think they would be very good.
Yep. Oh, because of the stone thing in that one.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
they've got a tray you and the
No,
and everything.
I mean, because don't forget, Lee, there was these other ones that you wanted off me because you wanted the other one out of there. You wanted that Toby as well.
Oh, that was not me. That was Abby.
Yeah.
Go on, tell him.
You got about 5 here you wanted off of me.
Yeah. Abby's got news for you.
I've not paid you for any of them yet. You tight pair.
I got a problem with the Toby.
I did say I'd wait till they've got some money.
Right, Jason.
Yeah.
I actually am. I'm going to start my new job in about 4 weeks. So once I'm in that, I can't even remember what I wanted now. But...
Right, I've got them written down, mate.
Okay.
You had, if you want it, Toby.
Is that 2 R's? You just said R again. Is that an R or an
Don't confuse it. Carry on, Jason.
there's R's and it's E. Right. Yeah, you got Luke with the medal.
Yeah.
Bespin Luke, the one with his hand lobbed off. Jack Sparrow, the gold one.
Oh.
And the Civil War 5-pack.
Yeah, that is cool, that one. And how much was all of this again?
I said, well,
200 quid.
Before R, I think I said about 40 quid.
Right. And how much is R?
I don't know.
No, not all. I don't want all. I want R.
Probably, I don't know, a tenner.
So 50 quid for the lot, then? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
That's sorted out. Right. Leroy, pay the man. Jason, get it all packaged up. Right, there we are.
Obviously, there'd be postage. I don't know what the postage would be. It'd probably be about 5.
One problem. Yes, we've got to wait for you to get paid. Yes.
No.
Yes.
Well, there's 2 problems then. Problem number 2, we don't... Well, I'll let Abby explain.
I'm afraid I fought Toby because I got too excited and saw him and I bought him because he was buy one, get one free and he was buy one free.
Well, fair. All right, so knock whatever Kobe's worth off it. So what's that? $5, $10?
So without Toby, but we'll have
It was about 7 quid something. So
knock a $5 off, and it's £45 for the rest.
Okay.
See, like they'll only get things done if I'm here, you know.
Yeah.
Like we'll be talking about it for the rest of the lives. Oh, I'll get something. Oh, I'll buy this off me. Oh, I'll sell that. You need someone to do the arse.
Yeah, no, I mean that's fine with me.
I'll even hold the funds in escrow if you want, and send into my PayPal account.
Yes, Jason. That all sounds very good, Jason.
So what? Okay.
You don't have to hold. I did say all along. You don't have to hold on to it if you need to sell it,
mate. The way I see it is this, yeah. I don't have to go through eBay and all the rest of it, taking photos and all that bullshit. So in some ways, you're doing me a favour.
Oh, well, can we say then we'll have the lot for £20?
You'll be fucking lucky.
Ethelberg Scrooge.
That would be me.
Oh, who's got their pennies?
Oh, that's me. I just dropped them on the floor again.
That tight arse there's been counting bloody coppers for the last hour.
He likes to freaking exaggerate, doesn't he, Jimmy?
Oh no, it was about an hour and a half actually, because you were doing it like when you came on at 8:30, and it's gone.
I have not been counting them. Right, that's just I had a pile and I knocked them over.
You had piles.
Yeah,
let's not think about Jason.
Germaloids is good for that, Jason.
I don't think I've ever.
You're right out.
She's speaking from experience here too.
Yeah. I've not had. I don't think I've ever had piles, thankfully.
That's taken some mystique away for me. That has Abigail.
I've had arse crisps.
There's some things a man don't want to know what happened to a woman, and that's one of them. Like when she's had
Jason just said. He's had
arse crisps, yeah. Right. Right, I put it in there. It's now officially recognised in Urban Dictionary as a proper term.
What?
Yeah, arse crisps. Yeah.
Wait, you shoved Walkers up your arse?
No,
that's it. It's what's it, Will.
Oh right. Oh, thanks,
Right.
Jimmy. Thanks.
Laser Fruit the Foo says he wants to talk about Funko the Office, so I've muted Jason.
Have you just muted Jason?
Yeah.
Well, of course I have. I'm not going about arse crisps on my stream. And you're in
Hey, Lee asked. Right, I will tell you later, Lee.
I need to know.
Yeah, preferably somewhere where I'm not going to have to bear witness to it.
That's rude.
This
James,
I didn't know that you were this rude
Jimmy,
person.
he was opening up to us about his condition of arse crisps.
I
Abigail, this is a new era in live streaming. Like we're a lot more strict and regulated now. Like this isn't.
It's not my fault.
This isn't a Funko-Rama free for all. This.
Jonathan, basically, Jason's quite an ill man. He suffers from arse crisps.
Arse crisps. We want to know what arse crisps mean.
Well, he can tell you in private later because we are trying to talk about Funko.
It comes up to me when you're on Mastermind and he's gone to you. So, what is an arse crisp? You ain't gonna know.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna click on that one. Yeah, I'll actually be preoccupied.
Yeah, phone a friend. Phone Jason.
Right, hang on a minute. I'm gonna message Lee directly. That's how I know.
Yeah, he's gonna go on bloody Wikipedia.
You're that desperate.
Wait, why would I go on Wikipedia
right now?
Right? Why would I go on Wikipedia when I'm the one who invented the term?
Wikipedia arse crisps.
You've not been diagnosed.
You said you were diagnosed.
Jason could spend the rest of his life telling you about arse crisps. Look, put it concisely. It was a term.
Onion or salt and vinegar.
No, well, listen. He made up a term for piles called arse crisps, and Urban Dictionary accepted it. That's basically it. Yeah.
Now we know. I can put my
it's
gloves
just Jason bragging that he got a word on Urban Dictionary, which years was pretty easy to do.
Fuck me. He's the sort of bloke that should be signing walls at cons now and everything. Arse crisp man. Arse crisp cloud.
There you go.
I'm going to send a link to the page where I think you've shown it before. It might be on one of Adam's old streams.
Quite probably, yeah.
Yeah. So I thought this was all sounding familiar.
Jimmy, put the competition back in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. I've not done it for a while, have I?
Lee.
Yes.
I've sent you a PM, mate.
Okay, but I can't look at it. I'm on my device and I don't want to move.
Oh fuck, yeah. Anyway, there it explains it all.
I will look later.
Yes, because Jimmy's being a prude.
No, it's not being a prude. It's just like when someone comes into the chat actually wanting to talk about something sensible, and I'm trying to get heard over like you arseholes.
It might be sensible if you had them. You obviously don't. You're obviously not a sufferer.
Yeah,
I'm not a sufferer now, and I wish I'd not learned that about you, Abigail, because like a lot of the mystery and intrigue's gone there.
You see, it proves that you don't watch my videos, Jimmy, because I'm quite open about it.
I bet Will's got arse crisps.
I think
I've watched a lot more videos in recent times, Abigail, but I can't remember one about piles. I have to.
No. Right, let's be fair. Right, Abby and Leroy are the one that did a video about cleaning their drains.
Yeah, that was really funny though.
Oh,
wait, what?
Yeah.
I mean, Jason's actually underselling that. It was just basically like a big mound of shit.
It was.
You know, cleaning drains.
But the thing was, Leroy blamed Abby for it, right? And after what Abby told me about Lee, Lee's the one to blame.
She is.
I've only been here like 7 or 8 months. I haven't shat that much.
Yeah.
Well, do you remember the other day you were
months,
messaging?
I have to actually call out
It was
something to
you
come and clear the
messaging
drain.
me,
It's
or it
used
was Abby messaging about you, and like you're on the toilet for like about 40 minutes or something.
Yeah, it's used
You're
about
having an
it's used about 20 loo rolls since he's been there.
That's my chill out time.
Since he's been here, he uses that in about 2 weeks.
I go there to think. I go there to relax. It's where a man has a man time.
I'm not joking. He
It's
uses
true,
9
actually.
a week.
He's contemplating.
The best way of just getting away from it's just like take a nice book or magazine and just sit on the carpet for half
Bit
an
like
hour.
an allotment. Bit like an allotment. I tend to me arse crisps.
Right, my because it was something I got from going back to collectibles, right? I have on my bathroom door the Imperial flag from Star Wars.
Oh yes, you've said this before. Actually.
Yeah, because it's the throne room.
Oh.
That's very good. Yes, I like that. Yeah, that's clever. I like.
There you go.
Oh, I told you about encouraging it. When I started collecting Funko Pops, they didn't tell me you got to meet some absolute fucking nerds, like the lowest of the low nerd-wise, and they don't tell you that at the start, do they?
Well, come on, you got to be a bit of a nerd to collect pops in the first place.
I didn't start collecting them until I met you fuckers.
Yeah, in fact, you thought they were crap, didn't you, Jace? I thought they were rubbish until about a year ago. I thought they were absolute garbage, all of them.
And then I met Abby, and I came round here, and she pointed to a shelf and she said, "Look up there, look! I've got Funko Pops," and there was 5 of them, and I was like, "What? I've never heard of them. Never heard of them."
Like, you're so sad.
Yeah, did I say that?
Yeah.
See, I said you're sad.
And what's Rach saying?
What?
So I've seen what Rach said and Jonathan saying, making comments.
No, they just talked about.
Yeah, I wondered. He was wondering what you was going to say. You collected, because I actually thought you were going to start saying I collected STDs or something.
That's it's like
I got gonorrhea and genital warts.
Fucking
Jason collect any STDs. He hadn't been near a woman's action in so long.
STD
didn't even exist last time Jason was with a woman.
No, but I've said before, STDs are like Pokemon.
What?
You got to collect them all.
No, got to catch them. You've got to catch them.
Oh yeah, I've got to fuck up my own joke then.
Thank you, Jimmy.
This is why you shouldn't encourage him, because after a while, like he'll get his jokes wrong.
Yeah, got to catch him all. Sorry, thank you.
you sort of. Hello, Emily Island Smith. Right, we've got Emily Island Smith in. Hello, thank you for coming in.
Hello.
Right.
Hello.
Let's.
From Ireland, Emily Island Smith, or is that just your name, like Jonathan, Posh Boy, Portsmouth Ring? Or Rachel Kent.
Mate, you've never been to Portsmouth, have you?
I did as a child.
Right, so you don't get posh people in Portsmouth, mate.
Jonathan's posh. He's from Portsmouth.
You've heard Ringo, bloody hell. I mean, he might not be like on the level of the Queen or something, but bloody hell.
He's just well spoken.
He makes the Duke of Edinburgh sound like a yobbo.
Yeah.
Jonathan is a very well-spoken young man. I bet his mother loves him to pieces.
Oh, we all love Jonathan.
He's a good bloke. I ought to get some more drink, actually, because I have run out.
Oh.
No, don't get anything with more caffeine and sugar, Jace. Like, he's getting I'm legit trying to look after your health here. You shouldn't be having all that sugar and caffeine at this time of night.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, and at your age with our
all right. Kill yourself then, I care.
Not with arse biscuits. You shouldn't be drinking that much sugar.
No.
Just, your mum who was adopted just found out she's 100%. Oh, wow, nice one.
It's not biscuits. You got to get it rightly. You got arse crisps, yeah?
Right.
And then you got fuck ass wank biscuit.
Right. Jason. Right, we've just had Emily Ireland Smith enter the chat and you're offending.
Yeah, I'll keep
ladies.
doing it and all. Like you. I don't know how many warnings you think you're going to have, Mr. Clow.
Emily,
But stop trying to commandeer this stream with that sort of talk.
Oh, you've muted him again.
I'm muting him again because this is the only way he'll learn. Like, we're not having this anarchy. I'm sorry, we're not.
You can't teach an old dog new tricks, Jimmy.
That's well, bloody hell. I'm not much older than him, do they?
If people are going to say stuff, yeah, to
No,
encourage me.
You don't have to respond, Jason. You can only take the high ground.
The temptation's too great, mate.
Move on.
No, you sat right.
He can still see you.
See? Ringo knows the score. He was expecting the mute, so it didn't come as a surprise to some people.
Right. Anyway, I'm talking to Emily. Emily,
Like,
we have a competition running. The link is in the chat. Jimmy may even post it again. If you subscribe to all of our channels, you have a chance of winning 5 Funko Pops. It's a mega haul worth about 70 quid or something. I can't remember.
A lot of pennies.
yes, it's. I mean, the value to me isn't important. It's just 5 pops.
Yeah.
All coming from 5 people. Although I'm assuming Lee and Abigail are going to package theirs together because that just makes fiscal sense.
Oh no! Look what Mr.
What now?
Oh no!
Mr. Jet Piles only leads to having a Jurassic bum, a Megazorus. Yes, very nice, Mr. Jan. Yeah. Now this is good practice for Jason that he doesn't have to respond with the first thing in his head to that. That's well done, Jay. That's it. You're allowed to giggle. That's fine. That's all right. That's good. It's good.
I don't want Jimbo's getting Mr. Larry. Shut up, Jason! Pack it in!
Jason, your sofa back behind you is looking sparse.
So you're allowed to answer him.
Right. Okay. Say again.
Your sofa.
Not as many pops on it there.
Oh, no. They're over that way.
Oh, he's just moved them.
Yeah, I'm having a bit of a sort out. Yeah,
he's moved the shit sideways. Right.
Yeah. Emily says she thinks she's entered. I think I did see you enter certainly on my channel. Don't forget you can have up to 5 entries, Emily. Yeah. That's the thing we're trying to get across. The more you enter, the more people's channels you subscribe to, the more. Yeah, Emily Ireland Smith 1 day ago, cool giveaway. Yep, so Emily's definitely got at least 1 entry on mine.
I'm pretty sure she's on mine.
Theirs.
I definitely know. I think in fact I'm pretty sure I responded to her.
Yeah.
Yep.
Can actually use it. Yeah, you can actually sit on it and everything. Ringo, so I just saw this morning. I saw an old video about you finding a stray dog and having trouble with the car. That'll be Abby and Lee. That was a fast one. Abby and Lee will talk about that for a little bit while I make a drink. So
Emily Ireland Smith watched a video about stray dog and the trouble we had at the council.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we had mega trouble at the council. In actual fact, I was on my way just to let it loose in the council building until we got a phone call to go back to the vets. But yeah,
that was quite fortunate, actually.
Very.
I was looking forward to letting it loose in the council building.
Yeah, I bet you were.
I would have done it as well because I'd had enough by then all day.
Mate. You could have got it. You could have got in there afterwards, right? Right. Take off sleep and went. Who let the dogs out?
Yeah.
I hated that bloody song.
You should have fed the dog laxatives and then let it loose in the council.
Oh dear Lord, yeah. That's better than a shit in a shoebox. I'll shut up. Jimmy, you say something again in a minute.
Well, he's not here, so
yeah. Oh yeah, but He's not. He's never far away. He's always within earshot.
He's bound to unmute and say something any minute now.
Why are you not on camera, Will? Why are you hiding?
I'm not feeling very sexy today.
So, see, I told you. I can still hear you back. I knew it.
Can't see you, Abby.
That's because you keep moving.
Right.
You got your head in the way, you great galloping giraffe.
Galloping giraffe.
That's a dance move, you know. It's like the Running Man.
What, the galloping giraffe?
Yeah.
Is it a bit like the arse biscuit shuffle?
It's like the Running Man, just more so. It's more gangly.
I want to see Jason do the arse biscuit shuffle
Mm.
and the galloping giraffe.
I don't know if you saw my mate Big D
Big
on
D.
on
What's
Plug
he, a
It.
fucking rapper? Big D.
Hey, he's a DJ.
Big D.
Big D from the Bronx.
My mate Darren. His DJ name is Big D.
No, he preferred
Darren.
Big D. What's his mate called? MC Mike? Big D and MC Mike. DJ Jace.
Yeah.
DJ Jace.
Yeah.
Go on, then, tell us about Big D.
Anyway, no, because I can't even fucking remember what I was going to say about him now.
He puts everyone off, don't worry.
Big D. Isn't there some peanuts called Big D?
I think there was, yeah.
Big D Peanuts.
KP
sounds-
Peanuts, I think it was Big D Peanuts.
Sounds intriguing.
They were like double the size of normal peanuts.
All right.
Something like that, anyway. I do vaguely remember
I
that.
might have just made that up and Jason's just agreed.
No. I think it was a legit thing, mate. I think it was a legit thing.
For a man who likes a bigger peanut.
Gotta love them nuts.
Very
Normal
nice.
nut size.
Salty
Big
nuts.
D, double D.
No, I don't know what the bloody hell I was going to say about him.
Nah.
I was looking forward to that. I'm sure he was number one in the rap MTV
Yeah.
charts in 1991. Jimmy,
He's a good bloke, though. And I've known him for quite a long time.
Big D,
Jason's got a mate called Big D.
His proper name's Darren.
Darren.
Yeah,
But he's,
you know,
but he's
He
like,
doesn't have Big D on his birth certificate. Oh, surely
Yeah.
not.
he's got. But obviously, he's very tall.
yeah, Jonathan looks it up. He's
Oh.
a peanut brand.
I was trying to say it.
Big D. No.
I was trying to say it without.
Confused. Jason's getting confused between his friends and a bag of nuts now.
Carded nuts and tumble.
Yeah,
Mate.
Jimmy's a freaking nut.
Oh my god.
Salt and vinegar flavour.
Oh, I love salt and vinegar nuts. Delicious.
There you go.
Salt,
you got about
salt
me.
and vinegar nuts.
Yeah.
Shut up, Will.
Mm.
Like, you haven't lived long enough to have an opinion about salt and vinegar nuts.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
Jonathan has mansplained it for us.
Yeah, I was looking at that. I don't know what carded nuts and tumble means, though.
Big deal, no?
So why this big D?
I don't know. There's something they said, and I was something that Big D had said, right?
Right.
And I was going to say, and I can't fucking remember what it was now.
Jason, basically,
It was another anecdote that
DJ
went
Jace,
nowhere. Then.
DJ Jace was in a rap group in the early 90s. DJ Jace.
He plays
Oh, that was Heavy D. That was
he plays electronic dance music.
Oh, what, Big D?
Yeah.
Heavy D. Now you're a rapper.
Yeah,
Heavy
that's what I said.
Heavy D was not
Heavy D and the boys.
Oh, Big D and the Jason.
Were they the ones who did Now That We
That's
Found
one.
Love, what are we gonna do?
Yeah, remembers.
Yep, that's the one.
So that was your mate, was
Your
it?
mate did
No,
that.
not for fuck's sake.
Jason's mate was Heavy D. Was you one of the boys?
Oh, he's dead. I just thought he died in 2011.
Yeah.
AVD.
Probably from blooming a heart attack or something, because he was quite a lot.
His cause of death was a pulmonary embolism.
Yeah, caused by eating too much peanuts. Carded nuts and tumble.
Yeah. I still don't know what the fuck that means.
Oh, shall we have a 1 minute silence for him?
God bless him. Now that we have found love.
Just
now that we've found God, what are we gonna
We've got a bag of salted peanuts. What are we going to do with it now?
Right, minute silence for Heavy D.
Jason's actually respecting the minute. This is a great way.
I was waiting.
He was, wasn't he? Oh, look, he's here.
If loads of people have died, Jason, can you give a minute silence each for all of them? It's George Michael Jackson, Hitler, Winston Churchill, everyone. Yeah.
Jimmy, it was actually 2 minutes silence as well. It went on for fucking ever.
Who has a lightsaber?
What on earth is...
Jason, what are you doing?
Right.
What's he doing?
He's walking a tightrope with me unless he explains himself pronto.
I've turned it off.
So hard on him.
I have to.
He doesn't do it. Have you noticed though? He doesn't do it to anybody else, does he?
No, he's picking on you. Jimmy, stop being a bully.
I'm not being a bully.
Poor
Does he look like he's being bullied?
Yes.
Admittedly, if I'd been at school with him, I would have probably loved to have given him a bog wash, but money. But that's not the point.
It is.
We just have to have order and rules. It's as simple as that. That's not being a bully. That's just like trying to show some common sense.
You imagine bloody Jimmy in the House of Commons. Order!
Yeah.
Order!
You need someone there to keep order. It's simple in any walk of life, isn't it?
I have to start calling him Betty Boofoy or whatever her name was.
John Burko.
Is that who it is now?
Betty Boofoy.
That's who it was.
Yes, in 1987 it was.
I don't pay attention to bloody politics. They're all a bunch of wankers.
Order!
I
love the way Burko says that, to be honest.
Chili and honey roasted.
Jimmy's gone back about fucking peanuts again now.
No, because Jonathan was still going on about... Sorry, we can talk about something different if you'd like, Jason. Yeah, I don't want to be accused of bullying you into a conversation that you're not perfectly happy with.
No, I don't mind talking about peanuts.
No, we can talk about something else. Yeah, something hopefully sensible.
After you, sir.
All right, then.
Oh, Will's got something to say. Am I allowed to bully Will? Surely I'm allowed to bully Will. I mean, that's just common sense, isn't it? It goes without saying.
I think you've bullied me enough.
Just not Jason.
Anyone else, but except Jason. Right? Okay, you special treatment from my Queen Ethelbert tonight. Jason.
All right, you can bully me if you want to bully me.
Because it turns you on.
William, you have to.
I don't bully anyone.
William, you have the floor. What is it?
Apart from Lee.
What is it you want?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, we thought you were going to make a point about something.
No.
Order!
Order.
Big Mac fries.
Ah, fuck. Ow.
He's just had a stroke.
Oh, fucking felt like it. Ow, motherfucker.
Oh, he is as well. You get loads of views for this.
A friend of mine did actually have a minor stroke on Periscope a few years ago. I missed it.
What?
I was gutted.
Man had a stroke live.
Yeah, he had a stroke live on camera. Yeah, I weren't there for it. And everyone told me about it the next day. So I see Damon, he had a stroke. I'm like, what? Like, what? Is he all right? No, only a minor one. He's fine. And like, he was back fine. Nick.
Oh, mine was my neck clicking and going off in my head.
Oh. Nothing terminal then.
No. It's still bloody hurt though.
An ambulance is on its way. Sorry, I had a neck click.
Seek medical help, Jason says. That is the most appropriate and sensible thing I've seen today. Probably all year, actually.
Yeah. No, it was like a gunshot going off in my head. Ow. It did hurt.
Ava Rooster's asking, did you win? Did you win what?
Win what?
Yeah, if you're on about the mega prize draw, that's not tonight. It's probably a little bit confusing for people because they're expecting a live stream, and I have put the hashtag in the title.
It's confusing for people because they're thick as shit. What part of the 4th of May did you not understand?
Yeah, well, some people probably may not have watched till that far. Can't say that. But yeah, this is Leroy, who's like obsessed every time he gets one new subscriber, and then he's like trying to get rid of half of them.
Yeah. Right. Just think Star Wars Day, folks, and you'll be all right.
Oh, I'll be at MCon then.
Oh, isn't that free
yeah. Saturday the 4th of May.
Isn't that
the draw? 9. In fact, there'll be 5 draws altogether. Right. So for those who don't know,
all right. 6 draws.
Oh yeah, 6. Oh, yeah, 6. Sorry, yeah, I keep forgetting it's winter. I keep forgetting Abigail's involved because I know how giveaway phobic she is.
Giveaway phobic. It's like some new condition.
Yeah, giveaway phobia, video editor phobia, bullyer phobia. Yeah, all sorts. Yeah. It's a very intolerant person, really. My Queen Ethelbert.
Jimmy Bond phobia.
Oh yeah, we have 5 draws on the random generator thing. Everyone's seen that site before. And then after each one of those, I'm going to write the winner's name on a bit of paper, put it in a box or something, and then we're going to have 5 names at the end of it, and then that's when I'm going to do the odd manual because we can't do one like that.
Well, I'm saying that though. Surely you could do. There's some sort of roulette.
No, don't overcomplicate it for me. No, I'll tell you now. No, I'm not going to faff. I know how I want to do it, and I'm going to do it my way.
I did it my way.
He did it
his way.
I've got it all set in the head. I'm gonna present to everyone when it's time for the draw, so people can see that it's above board and everything. I'm going to have everyone's videos lined up, ready for me to copy and paste the URLs. So, I want it nice and smooth.
That's one thing I meant to ask you, Jimmy. Like, I've not used it. The comment thingy, yeah, that should just be down to unique comments in it. So one,
yeah,
because where I've thanked people for entering, you see, obviously you don't want my name coming up multiple times.
I don't think it includes your own comment.
What about if you put more than one comment? What if someone puts shitloads of comments?
Well, I mean, if we notice that, we could notice that along the way. So it's really up to us to sort of moderate that before the date. If
delete it, yeah.
Well, has anyone done that?
No, we're probably all going to do it now.
Are you just looking on the bleak side, Leroy?
Yeah, I just thought of it. That's the sort of thing I'd do.
It's being a pessimist. Which day?
Oh, yes, I forgot about that one, John. Hey, you don't edit your videos either. Well, it's like a club, isn't it? Oh, well, we don't edit. No, we're proud of it. No.
Oh, no, we're too posh to edit. Not
the anti-edit society.
Not like that riff-raff Jimmy, the bearded one. He edits everything. Fuck me.
I think you have to edit.
Anti-edit society. That would be like anus or something. What anus?
I think you have to edit to a certain degree, don't you? Because you got the bit at the beginning and the bit at the end that you don't put in.
Emily, if you go to every channel, put #win5, you get 5 entries.
Yeah. Yeah, just click if it's easiest way of doing it to click on my video and then just look at the description of it, and then you'll find everyone else's
links.
You don't need to watch them all because they're all exactly the same, I think.
Yeah.
Apart from Jonathan's, who's increased the volume on Jonathan's own voice.
They've all got that snarky commentary from Leroy on.
Yeah, that was funny, I thought.
Unfortunately, I couldn't edit out, and that he thinks is hilarious.
It was fucking hilarious.
Yeah, I thought it was amusing.
Yeah, making you laugh, Jason, that's like shooting fish in a barrel, really, isn't it?
It is.
Right, yeah. I'm off.
I don't want to criticise Jonathan, but you really should have checked your volume levels before you sent it. Then legally, it was then your job. If it was quiet, you should have turned his volume up when you were editing it. So this is what I'm saying. You need to think of these things.
See you later, mate.
Bye.
Who's that going?
Oh, that's me. It's Will Smith. I'm going.
All right, see you later, Will.
See you, Will Smith.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
See ya.
Yeah.
It's not really Will Smith, is it?
It is Will Smith,
That's
yeah.
really quite dull.
Fresh Prince of Kelvedon. Fresh Prince of Dillerity.
That's it. That's just what I was going to say.
Yeah, Ringo's just reminding me about the video, Lee. So when you put Abby's when you put those big lips over Abby's face, did you do that at that point for a reason, or do you just insert it random?
Yeah,
no, I fucked it up. Yeah. What happened?
Oh right.
I'd already downloaded the video, and there was supposed to be a speech bubble, and she was supposed to be saying #win5, but for some reason it saved. The speech bubble went over her face, and I said, "Well, I ain't doing it again." So I just found what I could.
Abby wasn't happy with that.
She wasn't happy with it.
No, I wasn't.
Right, back in a minute.
Oh, all right. It wasn't that bad, Jason.
Fuck me.
Don't worry.
Next time I'll stick it over your face. For fuck's sake. Where the fuck's he gone? He's fucked right off.
Yeah, but you bullied him out of the room now, you.
I love the way the door was closing then without anyone there. Did you see that? Look, there it is. I'm watching the replay.
Yeah.
So, Jimmy.
Yes, Leroy.
How the hell are you? How was Tricks? Are you okay?
Yeah, very well, thank you, mate. Yeah. Really loving the giveaway, obviously. A lot of fun. I do agree. I think we should do more if this one goes all right. It's just I know like you've been suffering a lot of stress over getting it sorted, so there is other people who can shoulder more of the burden for you next time, mate. So don't think that you have to do it all on your own.
No, I didn't mind doing it. It's just I was having a shitty day anyway. It was just a case of everyone wanted a specific time, and then we ended up being 2 o'clock. And to be honest, Abby had done fuck all by about 1:30.
Oh yeah, but that's not our fault, is it? Like that, your own doorstep.
What I can understand though is why when you were having trouble transferring the video to Abby, you didn't get a blooming thumb drive and just stick it on that.
Well, I thought the easiest way would just be like for Leroy to log out of his YouTube app and log in with Abby. I mean, that would have surely been the easiest way to do it.
But what actually happened? Yes, it would have been. But what actually happened was Abby actually then went to sleep because she wasn't well, and then I was left with 2 phones, and I didn't know what the fuck to do because it was an Android, and it was really doing my head in.
It would do.
So in the end,
I think you started blaming me for being ill.
No, and in the end, I just waited with the phone in my hand till 2 o'clock. I didn't even program her one. I was just holding it, and I had to keep touching it to make sure the screen didn't fucking lock. And I waited. I waited for about half an hour to change it to public. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing this for?
Oh,
So you couldn't schedule it then?
No, I couldn't work it out on her Android phone. It was really doing my head in. No, I couldn't work it out.
I don't know. Like, I'm assuming you get the YouTube Studio app on Android rather than all that sort of thing being integrated into the normal one.
Jimmy, I was having trouble.
I would ask Abigail, but as we know, like using tools for like editing is not something that she's necessarily au fait with. So
I was having trouble scrolling backwards and forwards and keeping it unlocked, let alone scheduling YouTube videos.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever had an issue. You know, when you got the phone, you're trying to transfer stuff. Yeah. And I didn't know the phone did this. If you haven't got enough power, it won't let you transfer. The PC won't even recognise it.
Yes. Yeah, I have seen that.
And I was like, well, why is it not working? It worked the other day and I couldn't figure it out. And then there's something, oh, fuck, yeah. It's like, what, 5% battery life?
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
Ah, there's Rodney.
Brothers. Right. And Jonathan, what you just said, mate, yes, I'm going to go and do that now. So,
I thought
Jace.
Yeah. Well, I can't stand Pepsi Max.
Yeah.
Well, that's the best one.
Gives me gut rot, that arse farting stuff.
Yeah, I did say to Jason he shouldn't have too much sugar and caffeine this late at night, but he has actually more sensible because I don't think these diet drinks and these Maxes and Zero and all that lot, they've got some weird chemical shit in them. So I don't think they're good. Ideally, the best thing would be to just give up all soft drinks. But
oh, yeah.
None of you are going to do that, are you? So.
But yeah, no, that aspartame or whatever it's called.
Yeah, it's some iffy shit, that isn't it?
Yeah. No, it does. It makes my stomach do flip-flops. I can't drink it.
But if someone gave me Pepsi Max, I'd drink it and enjoy it, but I'd always choose normal Pepsi and like normal Coke.
Half the sugar, all the taste, my ass.
I prefer Pepsi Max to normal Pepsi.
Do you?
Yeah, you're weird. You're an oddity.
I just kicked a cat off the sofa back.
Wow!
Who was it?
Rodney.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, no, it might have been Gary.
Right, anyway, yeah, I should be back in a moment or two.
You just went for something.
No. I went to get my socks to put my shoes on. Yeah. Because I can't go downstairs without any shoes or socks on, can I?
I don't know. Why?
Yeah, I think the fucking hermits coming again.
To be fair, he would,
bloody grizzly.
He would resemble a homeless man with no shoes and socks on.
Who's going to see you go down your own stairs with no shoes and socks on?
In the fucking shop, you muppet.
The shop's still open now, late, isn't it?
Yeah, it's open till 11 o'clock.
Right. Oh, you've got about 12 minutes.
Jason, yeah, so I'm going to go now.
Jason, seriously, take your shoes and socks off. You'll come back with more money than you left.
Help me! back in a minute, guys. Anyway.
Yeah, pick us up 20 fags way down there, mate.
20 fags.
All right, 10 then.
Yeah, I'm sure I can round up a gang of gay people. Yeah, that's not a problem.
Oh, all right, pick me up a pack of cigarettes, please.
I'm not sure fags is the politically correct terminology any longer.
No, I know. I mean, it's for the Americans that are getting confused.
Well, I don't think we've got many Americans. Have we got any Americans in?
Good eye.
Yeah. It's like smoking a fag.
If you're American, say so in the chat.
Yeah, it's like smoking a fag is taking a hit out on a gay person.
And if you want to add them, friends, then you'll never be invited onto my panel. Whenever I've got a hole in my arse.
Anyway, yeah, back in a minute.
Oh dear.
There he goes.
Bye.
Did he say he was going to get me them ciggies or not?
No, he didn't. No.
No.
Do you still smoke a cigarette then, Jimmy, or not?
Yeah, I've not had a proper cigarette in donkey's years. No, just very occasionally I think, oh, do I fancy a normal fag? But this has been good really. It's staved off, wanting to buy normal cigarettes, which are obviously fucking expensive.
Yeah.
Even when I was smoking rolling tobacco, that were going up in price, pretty rapidly before I quit. Jeez. Filthy habit, but I'm still hooked on nicotine. That's the trouble. So I've got to try and reduce my nicotine levels in this gradually over time, and then eventually I might have given that up, and then I'll be completely straight edge.
Do they have those vaping things without nicotine?
Yeah, you can get nicotine-free liquid. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah. You can either use it as like nicotine if you just like the idea of vaping, because you get these daft cloud chasers who just it's not a smoking cessation tool, it's something for them to show off with, bloody dipsters. But or you can buy nicotine free liquid and then add your own nicotine. You can sort of do your DIY liquids with like your own flavors and levels of nicotine and stuff. Which
like when you smoke, because I used to smoke quite heavily, when you smoked, you felt the smoke go in, and it gave you that feeling and that it was like a full feeling, wasn't it? Do you get that? Like, is it the same with them?
Very similar, yeah. It's like some liquids you get a better throat hit than others. Like this one I'm vaping now, the throat hit I'd say is kind of medium, but whereas others like it's a bit more stronger.
Does it feel hot?
No, not at all.
Oh, okay. There you go. That was
Is Leroy allowed to take up vaping, Abigail?
Pardon?
Is Leroy allowed to take up vaping, please?
I don't actually like vaping. It has to be said.
Right. So you don't like tea, you don't like vaping, and you don't like people shitting in your Harry Potter toilet. Am I ever going to be in your house?
You that said that. If you want to have a shit in my Harry Potter room, you're more than welcome, Jimmy. You go.
For me, out of the three, that's the worst one.
You go and feel comfy. That's fine.
What the tea
you
drinking
can have some quilted toilet tissue. That's fine.
Triple softy.
Triple softy.
See, that's what did for your drains. Like all that extravagant 3-ply toilet tissue.
But Lee does like a nice comfortable wipe.
Yes. It's not self-indulgent.
No, it is.
Did I just hear a nice comfortable wipe?
Where the fuck did it come from? Fuck me. Scares the shit out of me. It's like being mugged by a homeless man.
You're very, very quick at the shop, Jace.
He was like a bloody ninja.
He was stealth-based in and out.
What would have happened if there were a big queue and you had stuck behind them?
He didn't even fucking speak.
They're getting ready to. They're getting ready to
raided the place. He went down full balaclava style. In, out. Fuck you.
But you live above a shop, so like the people, like if it's a particularly quiet period in the shop, can like people hear you giggling sort of from upstairs? Like
I doubt it. My neighbours might. It's like it's like when I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't fucking sleep and I make weird noises.
Yeah, we don't want to know about that, though.
Yeah. No, not them sort of noises. No. Fucking hell.
Seriously.
I was just going to have a drink then, Abby. Thank you. Right. No. I woke up one morning. I just went. It was about 4 o'clock in the morning. I just woke up. I said, "I can't get sleep. Can't get sleep." And I just went.
That sounded like a macaw.
It was.
Yeah, but I don't know why I did it. I've no idea why I did it.
No.
It's like when I come up with them phrases the other day. No idea. Don't know what the fuck goes on in my brain sometimes. I really don't.
You should try being me then.
Well, you know, it's no old vote for the rest of us, is there?
See, Jason, what really? That isn't his flat. That's some sort of home. That's like an institution. There's no shop down there, is there? That's the cafeteria, Jace. Come on.
No, but I do want to. I mean, I expect my neighbours do hear me laughing my ass off when I'm talking to you guys. Sometimes I think, what the fuck is he doing now?
Well, by neighbours, you mean cellmates, yeah?
The what? Sorry.
Nothing.
Okay.
So where's your neighbours then? Above you, below you? How high does this go?
Yeah, right. Literally that wall.
Right.
There's my neighbours. There's the neighbours up there.
Is there people above you?
Yeah, neighbours up there.
So and the co-op is it that's below you? And does the co-op keep you awake? I mean, they open quite early, don't they?
Well, no, because of my hearing, obviously.
Oh.
It used to, when my hearing was better, it used to. I like hearing, you know, like the delivery drivers stand up at 5 o'clock in the fucking morning.
Yeah, because they bake bread and stuff, don't they? They open quite early.
They open at 6. They open at 6.
You don't generally get bakers driving the lorries.
No, not often. They might bake it in the back of the van.
No, they open up at 6.
Right.
So, you know, there's obviously somebody there at 5 to get it open and all the rest of it. And
has it ever been raided? Because they're always getting raided, them places.
I think we did have it once, yeah. Certainly had the glass broken.
But they didn't catch you, though, did they? Because you're still out.
I was like...
Stealth mode.
What's it? The matey out of, the Fast Show, wasn't it? You haven't seen me, right?
Yeah.
I was thinking of Danger Mouse, but
yeah. Oh well, that as well, yeah. I used to get called Penfold when I was younger.
That does not surprise me.
Yeah, without the old glasses and everything, you know.
Brilliant.
Crumbs. I can't do the voice, obviously.
No, that wasn't bad. That wasn't bad.
Jimmy's like, yeah, spot on, mate.
It wasn't bad. I've not seen it in donkey's years, but that sounded pretty spot on.
Yeah, I thought it was good.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I can't do them. Never have been able to. I do some voices. I don't know why I can do some and not others. No, David Bellamy. I've not done, like, I've tried to do impersonations of people in years, like new people, you know, newer people. So, like, I don't know, bloody, I don't even know who is new, Ed Sheeran or whatever his name is. I can't do it.
Ed Sheeran. You do some Ed Sheeran.
I don't know his bloody name. I don't even know their names properly, so, you know.
Why would you want to do an impression of Ed Sheeran? I mean, like, I don't think he's got a particularly memorable speaking voice. I
know, but you know,
I bet you can sing like him, though, can't you, Jason?
No, but you know,
you
it's just
the voice of an angel, don't you, Jason?
Can you do Prince Harry?
Oh no, yes, no, yes, no.
No, you can't.
I don't even know what he sounds like, to be honest. I can't remember. I don't, you know, it's
not that.
Yeah.
It sounds slightly less posh than Ringo.
Yeah.
Hey, fuck me, I'm the King of England.
No, I don't think Harry wouldn't say that, mainly because he's not that.
No, but he wants to be.
Line of succession.
He wants to be.
If he manages to kill his brother, then he might. He'll move up.
Yeah.
But then he'll have to kill his nephew as well, I think.
Yeah,
they've got
exactly.
Four, haven't they?
He's probably about fourth in line or something like that.
Well, every time William and Kate shit out a new child, surely they get added to it.
Yeah, exactly. They do. Yeah.
Yeah, Harry's fourth in line now, I think. No, fifth.
So if William died, would Harry be before that little brat, the oldest?
No, I think his kid would be first.
Sure.
No, it's Charles, then it's William, then it's the boy, and then it's the girl.
Sure.
I can't remember the names, and then it's Prince Harry.
So yeah, so if Harry wanted to become king, he'd have to do away with William and William's kids.
Yeah, he'd have to go on some serial murder spree. Yeah.
Yeah.
One
You're sorry for old Charlie, aren't you? Waiting around all this time.
is going to hire a hitman. One is, yes.
The thing with Charles, he's waited all his life to take the job on that he, most people would have been retired by now.
Yeah.
That's a bit weird.
Blame him for being pissed off, really.
He'll be there having any worries about his mum. Look, for fuck's sake, just quit, will you, you old bag?
Yeah.
I want the throne.
Full chaos, yeah.
No.
Quick, bag.
Dave's back.
Dave! Oh, Dave!
He's looking to see what's going on.
Careful, mate. He's going to sit on you in a minute. Dog fart.
Captain Sexy Pants is in. Who wants to kiss my secret no-no place?
Captain.
Who says that?
Captain.
Yeah. I was having a word with the captain early. He might be coming over.
Yeah, he said that to me as well.
Yeah.
And to me.
He wants to know where we are.
He's promised all of us, you bastard.
And you all thought you were special.
No, because he said, like, do I live anywhere near Berkshire? And I'm like, no. Yeah.
He asked me that as well.
It's not that far from me, actually. It's only about.
Sounds like he wants to do a tour of his favourite YouTubers, but it's only for like the fitting distance apart.
Yeah, I could get there on the train.
No, don't you worry.
We're 100 miles from Berkshire.
I'm about 50. By the way.
Oh, you dirty bastard.
That sounded like there was lumps in it, mate. He sat there like pleased with it, like that feeling in his pants.
No, it's for your comments, mate. He's got lumps in it.
He did, that's what it sounded like. Oh. I know, God. Abigail, don't you have a wish for some like fellow female company like in this sort of clique here? Like, we need to introduce some more, a more feminine perspective, don't we?
Yes.
For your benefit.
So you seem to think I've grown up with loads of men, so it's not really bothering me.
Yeah.
I apologise.
See, Abby's quite happy to talk about.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I mean, Abby's happy to talk about her piles, and I don't want to bring that up again because I'm going to start you off. Abby.
Nom 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 nom.
God, next week. Now, as you remember, Rach, we are quite sensible on the wrestling panel. We have to even Jason knows to be on his best behaviour. Yep. I think when it's like a general Funko related chat, Jason just thinks he can misbehave and it's all right. I think he's learned tonight that he's not as clear cut as that.
I keep getting encouraged. People will say stuff and it sets me off.
Yes, I know.
That's your fault then, isn't it?
No.
Jimmy, no, me, no.
My voice breaking a little bit there. No. Oh God, I heard my voice break on a video I did. It was probably one of my more viewed ones as well because it was the draw to give away the Biggie Pop. And when I was doing the voiceover for the bit where I was on the comment picker, I said, "And now here is your chance. We're going to do the live draw for the notorious B.I.G. Pop." I listened back to it. I'm like, "Oh Jesus, why did I could have redone that bit? Surely." I'm like, thinking at it at the top. Notorious. Okay.
Yeah.
When Simon Le Bon were at Live Aid and his voice broke. Does anyone remember that?
When what?
Duran Duran were singing "View to a Kill" at Live Aid in Philadelphia, and Simon Le Bon was like, "Dance into the fire, a fatal kiss is all we."
When I was going to say, I thought you were going to start singing. Was it Power Station, whatever it's in Notorious, or was that Duran Duran? I can't remember.
Are you tired?
Power Station was no, Duran Duran did Notorious.
Yeah, I can remember.
Power Station, because like they splintered off Duran Duran, didn't they? Yeah, Power Station, Robert Palmer and a couple of the Taylors, I think.
Yeah.
Maybe. And the other one was Arcadia, weren't it? Le Bon.
That's
and a couple of them. So yeah.
No, Notorious.
Yeah, go back and watch that video and just look out for me. It was right near the start of the comment generator bit. Because I do have a bit of a stammer and things like that, and like weird sort of tics. That's why I'm doing so much editing on my videos all the time. Otherwise, they'd be just too long and unwatchable.
I don't notice it on the stream, sorry, mate. I don't think you stammer that much.
Well, it don't feel like I do it loads.
Ignore everybody. That's rude.
What
yes,
now?
he is being this rude.
What have you done?
He's asleep.
Lee?
Yeah.
He just dozed off just like that.
Bloody hell.
He was like talking a second ago.
Yeah, well, we're sat it's chatting bollocks, and like you can just
wait
do
a
that.
minute, he'll be snoring in a minute. He's so unbelievably rude.
Oh,
I wonder if he's got that condition down like where you can fall asleep anywhere, just like.
Fuck.
No, but there is, isn't it? There's some people they can fall asleep standing up and they don't even know they've done it.
Narcolepsy.
Is he? No, he's not asleep. He's just.
Narcolepsy you're talking about.
Oh, look at him! He's back to me. Oh, he just
itching
for a cuddle there. Look.
Is he knackered as a badger? Lee, you imagine that Lee's a badger.
Shut up.
Oh, you complain about me being an animal.
Have that one on, mate.
It was a little belch, Jason. I didn't stand up and do a whole great West End musical like you did when you farted.
I've just
my achievement, shepherd's pie in my underpants.
No, mine's like get the old fucking town crier out going, oh yay, oh yay.
I'll be gone from there. What? Jason, how much is that gizmo of yours that was how much? Yeah, but they can't hear me, so I've got to shout.
Oh, it cost me $12.99.
All right, it's signed here by Zach Galligan, whoever he is.
Yeah, that's the Billy.
All right, how much do you reckon it is on eBay?
Oh, 25 quid.
£120.
Fucking hell.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Mind you, again, that's probably the original. Mine's like a re-release.
Oh, right.
Even though it's signed by him as well, obviously, so that doesn't help matters.
Yeah, as soon as they have the signature, they do the price is quite. I don't even like signed things generally. I've never been an autograph guy.
The re-release, I think, is about 80 quid. The original is about like 80 quid, something like that. I can't remember.
That's ridiculous. The vinyl's quite nice of it.
Oh yeah,
the vinyl 2-pack. Yeah,
I've had Stripe for ages. I think it's Stripe, wasn't it? It wasn't just normal Gremlin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Stripe. Yeah.
The flashing Gremlin's quite nice.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about the Gremlins 2. If they did Mohawk as the spider, that'd be quite cool.
Yeah.
And some of the Mogwai, you know, They're the ones with like the. Well, I don't know how they do the one with the boggly eyes. He wouldn't look right.
Yeah, no, I don't know. There's quite a few here that are quite nice.
I'm gonna have to go through and update my list because there's so many I want still. Doing quite well with the Lord of the Rings selection.
I think you seem to be getting quite a few of them lately.
I don't think there's that many. I think it's however you pronounce. I always want to say Legolas, but I don't know how you pronounce his name.
Yeah, it is Legolas. Yeah.
Legolas.
Yeah, Legolas.
Instead of Legolas.
No, I think it's Legolas. I think.
Legolas, yeah. And then Gimli. And have I got Aragon? Don't think I might have Aragon. I can't remember.
So your Pop in a Box subscription, is that like just like the general, what they call the classic, is it? And then you'll get something from almost anything.
Yeah, pretty much. Actually, what I am considering,
it's like you've got a Lord of the Rings one, and you got Prince, and they seem kind of, you get those.
Yeah. No, I'm actually thinking. You know our box thing that we did.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of maybe just doing it through my standard account as is. Yeah. And then that way I don't have to fuck around with all the rest of the thumbs up and thumbs downing. And yeah, basically. I might make life easier for everybody. Because you're going to bet, are you?
Yeah.
No,
yeah, we'll be coming.
Who's staying here on here?
No, I can't.
I'll be turning off then, all right?
You're going, are you?
Yes, we both
Good.
go.
Hello, mate. Bye.
Speak to you later.
Yeah.
See you later. Thank you.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Turn this fucking thing off.
How the fuck do you turn this thing off? Yeah, anyway, mate, it's up to you how much longer you want to go on for.
Well, probably ought to end it soon. Really, I mean, I know. I didn't, unless you wanted to say anything else about your Pop in a Box subscription, of course.
Not really. I mean, that's all I'm thinking of is, like I said, when we do, if we do the 12 pops again, what I can do is stuff that I'm after. I can put, say, just for that 1 month or whatever, as already got them, even though I haven't. So I remember to add them back in.
Right. I think I know what you're saying.
Yeah. It's so that,
well, you'll figure it out. You did a good job the last time, Jay. So
that we don't get anything we don't want. Yeah. And I'm not getting 12 pops just for me. Because I can't really afford to do that.
Well, no, I certainly wouldn't be able to. Bloody hell.
Yeah. 84 quid or whatever. 90 quid, wasn't it?
On my wish list. Oh, God, where's everyone else's?
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, but I'll probably set it up again soon. Because
Emily's heard very mixed reviews from Popular. Yeah, that's putting it mildly, really.
So until that Prince one, I'd actually done all right out of them. Most of them are well packed.
Different people are having sort of different levels of luck with them. I mean, I had that spot of bad luck in that my first box they totally got wrong.
Yeah.
But they did sort it out. I mean, I had to send them back, and it was a little bit of a pain, but I suppose, they sorted it in the end. And then my last month box, which was technically my second one in the sub, that was fine. My third one, which will be, March/April, that's been sent out. So hopefully get that. It'll be, if it's coming from America, it's going to be like early next month. It'll come. So touch wood.
I think
that's going to be right.
Yeah, I mean, I think that was the first one I've had to send back in about a year. So really, they've done quite well.
I mean, I've not got an awful lot left on my Pop in a Box wish list. So after a while, I'm going to have to think about, unless there's been a load of pops that have been, announced by Funko and released that I want, I'm going to have to either,
I think
probably cancel after a while.
I think most of mine are like pre-orders now. Just
yeah, I've got a few pre-orders on there still as well.
Yeah, just bear with me a minute, actually, because I haven't added everything that I actually want to my pop in the box list. Because a lot of it's Star Wars ones, and I'm not like too worried about some of those. They'd be nice to have, but I'm not like, oh, I've got to have that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's so many Star Wars. I mean, if you're a big Star Wars fan, I mean, it must be great. It must be great, really. You can just get you could get like one a month for like years and years, really.
Yeah.
You'd always have something new in your collection. But for me, it'd be a little bit overwhelming. But I suppose for other people, I think it's great. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I don't go for all of them because there's some that are just like the Christmas ones. They were like, yeah, don't really.
Yeah, there was taking it a bit far, really, by just let's give Darth Vader a candy cane or something and call it. I mean, it's a bit silly, really, isn't it? Let's be honest.
I mean, there are some cool ones like the what I said about Darth Vader with the Force lightning. That's quite cool.
Yeah, well, it's like a sort of variant that's kind of relevant to the actual movies or something, and that's perfectly fine. But like, just let's give Yoda a Christmas bauble, or I don't know what it is they did with them, but it's just a bit too silly and sort of cheesy in it when they do that.
I don't know.
Emily says she's heard people who return not getting 100% refund. Well, I didn't ask for a refund. Well, because I had to return 2 pops, but I wanted them to get my subscription right, so it was a case of sending them back for a return and then replacement. So, actually, I have had a refund off them before. Yeah, I just remembered. It was when I ordered. It wasn't a sub or anything. I pre-ordered the Harry and Meghan wedding 2-pack for my eldest daughter, and it came out like as it should have been, and it just kept saying in my account for about over a week processing. Whereas, like, I thought, well, this is taking a long time to process. Like, why hasn't it been sent out yet? And then, because they'd taken the money at me account, they debited my card and all that lot. So and I messaged him and said, look, how long is this going to process for? I'm waiting for this. I want it to come for my daughter before Christmas. Oh, sorry, we made a mistake. We actually ran out of stock, but they'd not contacted me or altered my order status to reflect that. And they said, well, would you like to wait for it to come back in stock, which could have been, could have been months. It wasn't months, I don't think, but it could have been. So they didn't know a specific time. And I said, no, I'll have the refund. And then I managed to get it for just slightly cheaper on Amazon as soon as I got the refund back. And to be fair, they were very quick with a refund as well. I think that it was the next day that I noticed the money back in my bank, which is kind of uncommon, really, because a lot of refunds take a bit longer than that. But for some reason, theirs was pretty nippy.
Well, they're messing me about a little bit with this replacement. Because that Prince one that I got, it's been over a week later, and I was still waiting for them to message me to say that the replacement's on its way.
So did you return it to? Did you you go to the whole print out a returns label?
All that bullshit, yeah.
I made sure it was well under a week because this tracking number and everything, isn't there?
Yeah.
So have you tracked the return?
Oh, they've got it. They've got it. They've told me they've got it.
Well, so why are they still dragging the reels about it then?
I don't know. I'm just waiting for my replacement.
Oh, I see. So they said they've sent it out then?
No, they haven't. They haven't sent it out.
Well, they should do.
No, I've had no email saying it's been sent.
No,
I spoke to him.
Get onto the chat box.
Yeah, I've been on.
You should say, look, we both know you've had this one returned, so why haven't you sent my replacement out yet?
Yeah, I've been in contact with them yesterday. I actually had to re-explain it because I said, look, I've sent the replacement back, blah, blah, blah. And they said, oh, can you take photos of it to show the damage? I said, I've already sent it back. You've told me you've got it. So I had to give them, I did a copy and paste of the letter, the email that they sent me. Said, look, but they said, "Oh, we do apologise for the delay. Bloody, bloody, bloody. You should get it soon, right?" And that's about all I got out of it. So if I don't get it in about another week, I'll give them a chase up again.
To be fair, when they replaced my subscription that was wrong, like it was a nice woman on the chat. Like, she was really helpful. She's asking me, "Oh, which 2 pops do you want specifically?" And then once I told her, she said, "Don't forget to add these to your collection on the site so that you don't get them a second."
Yeah.
So it was actually nice to speak to someone who actually seemed to care a little bit about this replacement order. But like she was there saying, if you could, and she was also saying, if you can hang on for a little bit, then like just hang on a few minutes, and I'll make sure it gets processed and it's ready. So
to take a freaking age to respond though.
But maybe I just got lucky that day, like going on chat, and I've actually dealt with someone pretty helpful. And like I say, and then when I checked my account status a bit later on, just to make sure that she'd done everything she said she was doing, and he's like, "Yep, these 2 pops that I've chosen for my sub, they've been marked as processed. Yep, they've been dispatched like the next morning or whatever it was."
Well,
and it was, given all the horror stories from Pop in a Box, it was kind of surprising that they would, that part of it. They were quite competent, really. It was just a shame that I had to go through all that in the first place, because they got me sub wrong. But they redeemed themselves to an extent.
Well, they were only going to give me 20% off, and the box was, well, you saw it. It was pretty poor shape. I know.
So, would that have been 20% off for your next month's?
No, 20. I think it would have been 20% cash back or whatever you want to call it.
So they would have refunded, which wouldn't.
Not really worth it.
It's $18.99, isn't it? The 2 pop subs. So the 20% of that you would have got.
I think it was only 20% off the one.
£3.80, something like that.
Yeah, I think it was only 20% off the one, though. I don't think it was 20% off both.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be be about £1.80 then, wouldn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, something along those lines. £1.90 maybe.
Bit crap, really.
You just think, well, no, just give me a code that I can use next time. Well, that's what I would have said.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, before when they've done it, they've said, well, look, keep the one you've got, and we'll just send another one out anyway.
Yeah. I've heard that.
Doing that.
Yeah. A certain persona non grata. I mean, he was always saying that. It was like, well, get onto him on Twitter, and then chances are they'll if you've got like a damaged box or something, they'll let you keep that one, and they'll send the same thing out again.
I did one on Twitter.
I wouldn't want them to do particularly anyway, because a box would have to be really, really like totally knackered for me to complain about it. But that's me, because I'm not an inbox collector as a rule. Unless I mean, add icons is a bit different.
Yeah.
But even then, put in a pop protector and you can't really see any damage unless you're there with a microscope or something.
I mean, if it's slightly bowed, then I can sort that out. If it's not like a really great big crease, it's fine, because all you do, you just open the box up, and then you obviously put a cloth on to protect it, but you just put something like an iron on top, not on, but just a heavy object, and just leave it for a while. You come back to it and it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not like, oh bloody hell, it's got a little dot on there. Oh, I can't have that.
Yeah.
If it's like really if it's minor, I'm not too worried. But if this thing was all bent and buckled.
Oh yeah, I could see the damage on it, and yeah. Well, I mean, they don't know what kind of level of collector you are in regards to like what you think about box condition. All they know, like you could be like, totally hardcore, what I'd call an inbox Nazi, who like everything. Each box has to be absolutely mint, and they don't know. You could have been one of those kind of collectors to that, because they must have. I mean, if you think about it, like the amount of collectors there are, they must have sort of returns just over minute box damage.
But the way I look at it is like this: if this is just, and maybe it's because I was in retail for such a long time, that's why I got this attitude. But if it was me, I think, right, how would I want to receive it? Would I want, right? And it doesn't matter whether you're in box collector or not. If you're buying a product, yeah, and you saw it on the shelf damaged, you think, hang on, there's something a bit funny with that. With the contents inside, you put it to one side and pick out one with a relatively decent box. You know, same if you're buying fruit and vegetables, you're not going to buy scatty, horrible-looking vegetables, are you? You're going to buy ones that look nice.
Well, yeah.
Right? So, you know, so I would not have put, if it was me doing the packing, I would have not put that one in a box for somebody. I would have said, no, that's not good enough. That's not up to scratch.
Yeah.
And I would have got a better one.
Yeah, because there was, in one of the Facebook groups that I'm in, there was someone who bought a Fortnite pop because I responded with a sarky comment. I said, it serves you right for buying Fortnite pops. But so I said, oh, look, pop, I'm never using pop in a box again. Look how this came. It was obvious this was put into the packaging like this. You know, someone physically got this crappy box and didn't think, oh, we can't send this out. They just chucked it in anyway. Yeah. And that ain't right. Yeah. When like, it's obvious it does seem to be laziness. Transit, then, you know, depending on how it's packaged, but you can sort of, you know, you can sort of let people off a little bit as, you know, if you think, you know,
I mean, if they generally didn't spot it, fair enough.
Yeah.
But if it's blatantly obvious, as that was, I mean, you know, flipping, if I can see it, and bloody, well, hell, Stevie, like you said, I've been making the joke, Stevie Wonder could see the damage on that one.
Yeah.
You know, staring you in the fucking face.
Oh, you saw that comment, did you, Rick? Yeah, I couldn't resist. It was like, well, it had to, you know, it had to be a Fortnite poll. I just couldn't.
Yeah. Typical Jimmy.
I know. I'll never learn. Not holding me up.
As I say, Jay that came in earlier, though, he's the one that likes Fortnite.
Ah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, damn it. I wish you told me that earlier. Could have right roasting him over it.
No, he's I mean, he seems to, you know, I mean, he plays it with his daughter, so they got some sort of like social thingy out of it, you know, online. And,
well, yeah, I mean, yeah, it's just to me, it's like the whole sort of over merchandising of the whole thing.
Oh well, yeah, but
I think Funko they've got on board with it way too much. Really, it's like why have you really gone to town on all these when there's so many other franchises that you've neglected? You know, what makes Fortnite so special?
It's what sells.
Well, yeah, but like. But ain't Fortnite gonna die a death at some point? And then,
but you know,
you're gonna have a load of old Fortnite pops that they're gonna have to just like reduce to next to nothing, get shot of them.
Yeah.
So it's, you know, you have to look at it long term as well, and I don't think they've done that.
Look at Magic the Gathering. That was all the rage, and they released these bunch of pops, and pretty much nobody wanted them.
No. Mr. Jem, that's always my worry for buying anything that comes through the post. You can tell if it's like it before they pack it, by the packing. Yeah, but had things come when the boxes have been destroyed in transit. Yeah, and we pop in a box. A lot of the stuff, not all of it, but a lot of the stuff you get in the UK has obviously.
Don't rub your eye.
And
Stop it. Don't rub your eye. You make it sore.
It's kind of comforting, really.
Anyway, yeah, carry on.
I wonder what you're sort of shouting at then. I thought, come in. So yeah, I mean, anyone who's been to an airport knows how baggage handlers handle, like, sort of, you know, well, obviously luggage, like sort of for holiday makers, but it's the same sort of thing with actual international mail. It just gets chucked from off a plane onto a trolley thing, you know, and it's like, you know, you can't avoid it, can you? So there's always going to be that risk when you're ordering from a company and they're shipping a lot from the States.
I mean, if that's the case, then you know it's not the company's fault, right? And that's, you know, that's fair enough, right? But when it's like quite obviously being put in the box and it's already damaged, that's not on.
No.
You know,
No.
that's just lazy.
No, yeah, you can tell. Yeah, I think with yours, it was probably pretty beaten up.
Well, there's nothing wrong with it. It was well packaged. Yeah, there was nothing. I mean, the other one was fine. So why would one be fine and the other one not?
Yeah, because you think if it was damaged in transit, then it'd be damaged on all sides, really.
Yeah.
Theoretically, anyway. I mean,
the Boromir was in good condition.
Yeah.
So,
but no, if I were you, I'd if they're dragging the heels over sending the replacement out, you need to get onto them again in chat and say, look, I know you've had it, we've spoke already. Can you just please process this replacement?
Well, I'm going to give him a what's the date today? Thursday.
Thursday the 28th is.
Yeah, so probably give him another a few days, maybe another 5 days or so, and then.
You're being generous, I'd.
Yeah, well,
I'm too impatient.
I'm taking into account the weekend. You see.
I mean, when I did my video of my Pop in a Box subscription, it's like I wanted to finish that video as soon as possible because I was just itching to get onto him about it.
Yeah.
And then that's why I did that little addendum at the end where I'd filmed that after I'd got onto him. So I wanted to get the whole video out, but I wanted it like a before and after kind of thing. Yeah. But that sort of bit in between where I was like desperately like getting on their chat, on their website and saying, look, I need this sorting out. And then as soon as I'd done that, then I went and filmed the rest of the video.
Well,
you've had a lot of mixed reviews from Pop in a Box. I must say you heard a lot more bad. Yeah, I've probably heard more bad than good, but I do like the idea of like a Pop subscription. It's maybe a little bit of a gimmick, really, but I do like it, and sort of that element of surprise that even though you know what you've thumbs up, like you never know exactly what you're gonna get.
And the other reason for doing it, and anybody who's seen the video, I know we're doing a bit of self-promotion here, the 12-pack that we sent off for, we did very, very well. Yes, they got a couple wrong, but we did very well. I mean, what was it, 90 quid, and we must have got, 200 quid's worth of pops, if not more?
Oh, yeah, I thought so, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean like, added things up, really, and sort of, evaluate
like 25 quid pop for 7.22, was it, something like that? Or something like that. Anyway,
£7.42 you were charging generally, and then I rounded it up.
Yeah, we did with the postage. Obviously, it was like 2-3 quid or whatever it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my fault exactly, Mr. Jam. It's a good idea, but their execution has been pretty hit and miss. A lot of the time, over hit. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Poptastic used to do it, and they were very good. Because they were a small little company. The only problem with Poptastic was they didn't have a massive selection. And they were a little bit more expensive, but at least you knew when you got stuff from them that you were going to get well packaged, good quality pops.
Yeah,
and I never had an issue with them.
They've got like all the commons or all the ones that haven't been vaulted or whatever. And then you've got, on the other hand, you've got your sort of smaller sites, but ones that are still very reputable, like Double Box Toys, but they tend to concentrate on more sort of exclusives and, like more expensive sort of grail types. So there isn't anywhere that does like both, really, is there? Certainly not in the UK anyway. Like where you can get your commons and like all your sort of convention exclusives and everything. And you could just subscribe and just, thumb up, just every single pop that they're ever.
It's ridiculous. The whole situation is ridiculous. I've said to them so many times, you need to change it.
Yeah.
Because people, they must get tons of stuff back. People, and all right, the last time they said, oh, well, you didn't thumbs it down, so it's your own fault. Even though I thumbs it down the whole category.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, they try and make out like it's your mistake. Well, it's not. It's your pop tracker. It's flawed.
Yeah.
You know, I know what I've thumbs up and I know what I've thumbs down. And the thumbing down was the bloody long bit because for me, you only collect sort of certain ranges. You know, a lot of people, like, I suppose it goes back a bit to the mystery box thing, but a lot of people, if like they would be happy with just getting like the classic subscription and just getting something completely random every month, and they'd be like, oh well, you know, I've never seen this film before, or I've never read this comic before, but oh look, that's pretty cool, yeah, great. But for me, I want specific, very specific pops.
As I said about Star Wars, I don't necessarily want to collect all the Star Wars pops. There's some select ones that I think, yeah, that's a cool pop. I'll have that. But I'm not, so for argument's sake, I'm not interested in good film, don't get me wrong. But right, I'm not interested in solo pops. I'm not interested in Rogue One or anything like that. There's a few on The Force Awakens that I've got, but only like the main characters. And then the rest, it's just mainly the first trilogy. You know, that's mainly what I want. So I'm not going to go for the whole bloody lot. That's just not going to happen. There's far too many anyway.
Well, yeah, that's what I always say about Star Wars, and I think Harry Potter's getting on towards that as well. And I like that is a series I'm a fan of. Like I've watched the films numerous times. Probably want to watch them again soon. Actually, I would consider myself a fan, not a super duper fan, but a fan certainly. But it's just too many of them, and Stranger Things I think could get that way as well. Like much as I do really love Stranger Things, I would say I'm getting on towards super fandom with that. But I daren't start collecting all the pops. That's what I thought. Because I think there's 3 different vinyl 2-packs out of Stranger Things. I keep contemplating getting a couple of them one day as like a bit of a compromise.
Steve, I like
the vinyls as well. That's the thing. I'm a big fan of the vinyl sets. Not many people seem to be that bothered, but I really like them.
No, I mean, it's like the Lost Boy pops. Now I love Lost Boy, so I can it's a great film.
Yeah, great film.
The ones they've released are quite generic, really. They haven't got the vamp ones, which I think they missed a trick with. You know, people want them as the vampire style rather than the main ones. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's weird the way they decide what they're going to have in a set. And some of them are very strange.
Well, yeah, I mean, like Better Call Saul, one of Netflix's most popular shows the last few years, and like they brought out one pop, and that got vaulted ages ago. Jimmy McGill. It's like, well, can't you bring out any other? That's why it annoys me with all this Fortnite stuff, because every bloody Fortnite character like gets a bloody pop, and then like actual decent stuff like Better Call Saul, like there's nothing. There's like one thing, it got vaulted, and then what? Nothing.
Yeah.
Mr. Jam says it's hard in the UK. You get sick of watching American YouTubers go on hunts, seeing pops in Walmart reduced. And we were lucky to get them reduced to 7. Yeah, well, yeah. I mean, they have obviously naturally it's a much bigger choice, and I think I suppose if the shoe was on the other foot, we'd kind of take it for granted like they would. Yeah. That's how I look at it, really. It's like if we could go into like Tesco and we've got like the whole range.
Yeah.
Because we're the ones, you know, Britain's like the main sort of market, and then like you've got like the American sort of minority on the internet going, oh, why can't we get all these? Like they're going into their supermarket, and you know, I think if we were in that situation, we'd possibly take it for granted like they would.
To be fair, since Funko brought Underground Toys, we have been a lot better off. We have had more chases more readily available. I mean, before that happened, I'd never seen a chase in store, never. And now you do see them quite regularly. So,
yeah. Well, I've not seen one, but I don't go in many stores very often because the choice of stores around here is just piss poor. They only opened up the Entertainer last November. Before that, in Chesterfield.
Oh, yeah. Well, we're not bad. We got Smiths. Well, two of them actually, not that far from me. Smiths. We did have Hawkins Bazaar that was selling them, but they don't sell them anymore. Well, in fact, I don't know if they sell them anymore. But Arsenal's closed down. We don't have an HMV apart from in Winchester. The main one I think we've got now really is Forbidden Planet in Southampton, and their stuff of late hasn't been amazing. It's mainly just commons. You know, some good ones, and I could have gone out and easily brought about 8 pops the other day, easily. But I thought, well.
I can't, like, because I'm not into that much stuff. Even like the commons that are like common in America, I still need to order off the internet because I've never seen any Friends pops on the high street, and that's collecting. But in America, you can probably pick them up from you can probably pick them up from 7-Eleven or something, probably. Well, maybe not 7-Eleven, but you can get them almost anywhere that sells stuff like that.
Steve, I'm just having a look actually at my list a minute. Because I'm still waiting for the Queen pops on Pop in the Box, even though they have had them in Forbidden Planet. I wouldn't mind getting some of those in my order. We got the Kiss ones, which aren't out yet. There's a few WWE ones I wouldn't mind getting, but that's, as I say, they don't sell them in Forbidden Planet. I don't know why.
I know they used to years ago, back when they were first starting to come out over here, and I'm like, because I remember seeing the Andre the Giant in there, and obviously back then, like, it would have been probably like 15 quid.
Yeah.
And looking back, because it did catch my eye, and I'm like, oh, this is a bit unusual.
Yeah.
But I didn't really know what Funko was then.
Well, I had that with the Ghost Rider one for ages.
Rach says Harry Potter's a pretty big collection. It is, and Rach, I mean, I know you're trying to sort of fill your gaps, and that's, obviously for a big, if you're a big fan of something, then yeah, I'd be wanting to do the same, I think. But that's what sort of scares me about a lot. Not scares a bit of an over exaggeration, but I think if I just, because I really like that 3-pack of the Emerald City Irish face painted Weasleys, and I've just stopped myself from ordering it because I know that if I get that 3-pack, I'm gonna think, well, there ought to be a few more Harry Potter and then it sort of snowballs. I'm trying to sort of stop a snowball from rolling down the hill before it gets going. So, but I really like that 3-pack, but I just don't. I think if I got it, I just couldn't stick to that and nothing else. That's why for me, like with some of these vinyl sets are a good compromise because there's just less of them anyway. Like if I collected Harry Potter vinyls, I think there's only like 4, maybe 5 different sets, and then you've completed it until the next 1 or 2 come out. But it's like it's small, it's easily manageable. But Harry Potter pops, if I wanted, even all the easily available ones, it's still overwhelming to start, isn't it?
Has anyone seen the Wainwell props? Because I've never seen those, and they're supposed to be out, I thought.
Not in store. I've certainly seen them for sale. I know Plain Collective had them.
Yeah. Like I said, there's so many I want, and it just can't, you can't do it all. I think I just have to literally go through them.
I'm trying to think where they were. Online, I mean, I've never seen them in store, but I don't go into that many stores very often anyway.
No, as you say. No, I think it's just a case of I have to go through the list and go, right, I haven't got that one. Let's have a look and see what it's worth, and just go through them in order and, say 1 a month or something to get one I actually want. Like I kind of did with Gizmo, really. I can't remember what I went on EMP4 anyway. I think it was good because they had some discount or something or other.
It's like they're now supposedly the official Funko Europe's Funko Shop Europe now.
EMP?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't. Yeah, well, I'm sure I mentioned it.
You might well have done. I probably forgot, mate. To be fair,
you can get the Rice Krispies set. You can get a lot of those. A lot of those spastic plastic ones now, which I I know they're changing the name of that, which is kind of understandable.
Fantastic plastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the variant Charlotte Pop was randomly a Foot Locker. Yeah, that's weird. That Foot Locker. I mean, that shoe shop. That you won't start collecting new franchises unless you know for sure you can get them all when they first start, and then keep up.
The thing is, though, you can't guarantee that because they do a wave, and they might not ever do another wave. Yeah, and then but then another time they come out and they say, "Oh well, the first wave was successful. Let's do a crap load more." Because I'm finding that with the South Park ones that I want. There's still about 5 or 6 of those I need.
Mr. Jam got the 2 Wayne's World from EMP. I wonder if I'm thinking of hockey because they're like hockey type outfits as well, isn't they?
Yeah, I've not seen those.
I think they might have been playing collector or those. I saw those somewhere. Could have possibly been double box toys even.
Yeah, they Pop in the Box do actually have the Garth and Wayne available. They're just the standard ones, but Garth and Wayne available. So I'll have to see what money I've got at the end of the month, which isn't that far away now. So yeah.
Emily bought a bookshelf as the idea. When your Harry Potter fills up, you must stop. Yeah, so once it's full, you start. Yeah, I thought that might be the case for me and my cabinets. Oh, like my first one's nearly full. Should I stop collecting? No, I'll get another cabinet.
How many did you get in there roughly, Nate?
There's 4 levels, 6 on each, so 6 times 4 is 20. I'm shit at maths. 24?
24, yeah.
6, 12, 18, 20. Yeah, 24. I mean, I mentioned it in my collection video. If you really sort of squash them up next to each other, you'd possibly get 7 on each. But I don't think they look good like that.
If you can send me the measurements, mate, and you say they come pre-made, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, pre-made.
And how do they deliver them?
Pardon?
How do they deliver them? Who brings them? Is it Amazon?
Buy them off Amazon. It's usually DHL who deliver them because it's a German company. It's not actually. It's like it's a seller on Amazon.
Yeah.
But it's not like it is Marketplace, but it's not like Prime or anything like that. So you pay a tenner for postage, which sounds a lot, but they are quite heavy things, and they are coming from Germany. And then it's usually DHL will deliver, and they give you tracking and stuff as well.
I'm just trying to think of the best way for me to do mine. You see,
I'd just get one off Amazon because it's not like you get like a discount if you're a Prime member because they don't fall under the Prime the thing anyway.
I'll have to look at the dimensions and see.
They've got on the Amazon. It does give you the.
I'll look it up. What was the name of them? Do they call it anything in particular?
We go on Amazon and look up Alcino display cabinet.
Alcino.
Yeah, ALSINO.
Sorry, AILNO.
ALSINO.
Oh right, yeah, I got it. Alcino. Yep, okay. I shall have a look.
The one you want is the one. It's usually a sponsored link, but it's the one you can sort of tell by looking at it
if the
shelves are high enough. Because all the other ones, like you think, oh, they look good because they've got more shelves for like the same but they're for like sort of little sort of thimbles.
Right. Because I was going to have a look.
Really, the company like these are mainly for like model trains and stuff. But these ones that I get are the ones with the higher shelves. Like the shelves, I think they're supposed to be like. Well, a pop is a pop. No, a pop's about 6 inches. No, a pop's not that.
So they're about 3.
Yeah.
So you probably want about 4 inch between each one, so you got enough.
Yeah, and these I think the space between these shelves is something like it's about 7 or 8, I think.
And you just put the boxes on top, don't you?
No, well, you can do. The ones I've got on top are just the ad icons that I've chosen to display in box.
Yeah.
But all the empty boxes, I've just put them at the top, like other end of the room.
Right. Okay.
Because they're out of the way there. and B, they actually look nice, like just this, like that. But you could put some empty boxes on top of them. But the boxes I've got on have actually got figures.
So I'm just trying to think where I'm going to put them all. You see.
Well, yeah, I mean, if you've got some storage room somewhere, just like put all your boxes in like a big tub or something, and then big container. But because I mean, I'm going to run out of room for my empty boxes eventually, and then I'm going to have to think about a different.
I know it's not the thing to do, but that's why I said to you about the putting the boxes behind. You see, because then they'd be on the same shelf as a figure. It wouldn't matter.
Yeah.
But I know it does. I know it doesn't look right.
They're not wide. They're not cabinets that sort of stick right out.
Yeah.
They're quite narrow, which is good, obviously, because it means that it's not intrusive on your walls. They're fine, but they'd need to be pretty wide and kind of, if like you could fit like empty boxes in behind. I'm just trying
to think of the best thing to do. Whether, like you said, to do the floating shelves or something. I don't know. I'm going to have to decide what looks best. Because what I would have loved to have done if I'd had the sort of the space to do it is
that Wayne's Mr. Jam saying that Wayne's World 2-packs on double box. It was a Canadian exclusive. Yeah, I thought I'd seen it somewhere. Canadian exclusive does ring the bell. It's got 202 pot. Oh wow, nice one. In-box collector, 2 rides, 2 10-inch, and 7 6-inch. There's some doubles and triples. Would an aspect make more? Yeah, it's always a case of making. That's why I like these cabinets, because like they don't take up that much room on a wall. So like I can get a 4th cabinet down there, and if I really and after that, if I really wanted, I could shift like some posters and things I've got on my walls, and I could get more in. I don't really want any here because I think I'm sat here and like I'd always be knocking my arm on it. So I think after my 4th cabinet, whenever I get that, I think I really need to stop then, because I don't really want to start having cabinets coming across here where I sit, because I'd always be banging myself on them. How many cabinets do you want on your wall, sort of thing? Yeah.
I think the other reason for going for the shelves though is, well, for argument's sake, I've got the 18 ones, right? And I'd want to put the ride next to the 18 figures. And obviously you wouldn't be able to do that because it's bigger than the main pops in one of those cabinets.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
The Argos 2 shelf, small book. Yeah, I could possibly squeeze in a little book. I mean, I've got a couple of bookcases, but they've got like DVDs and books on them. So it's I'd have to just like basically bin a load of stuff just to get some pops in, and I wouldn't want to do that. I wouldn't bin stuff. I'd like to sell it, but I don't want to sell. I don't want to sell most of that neither.
The other thing is, I've got
a really small. That's the thing. This is such a small apartment, a small flat. It's just, I'm really limited for space. It's not like I've got a spare bedroom that can be like my dedicated pop room. I'd love that, just have a room where I could just go in and look at my pops and then walk out again. But this is a really small 1-bedroom flat that I'm in, and it's.
See, I might look at that with the Argos thing, because if I can stack the bookcases one on top of each other, just maybe obviously fix them to the wall rather than just freestanding, so that they got a bit of support. I mean, that might be the way to go. It's really.
Imagine something that cheap, $17.99. It's going to be self-assembly.
Yeah, well, that's not too bad if they're not, they're not major.
That's another reason why I'm a big advocate for these cabinets, because they come ready. You don't have to do anything to them apart from get someone more competent than me to screw them to the wall.
Yeah.
Like, that is it. Like, you don't need anything doing. You can varnish or paint them if you want, because it's like it's like basic pure wood. But they look nice, sort of just up plain as they are. It's not like they look sort of ugly or anything, because they don't. It's just like normal wood, isn't it?
Well, the thing is, I have.
It's real. I'm not one really sort of sturdy, come ready made.
Yeah. So, I mean, the thing is, I have got a bunch of the laminated, what was it? I can't remember, the bloody Conti board style shelves, right? that somebody gave me. It's from a book. They had basically a DVD bookcase style thing, yeah, and they didn't need all the shelves because of where they put them. So they gave me all the shelves. Gave me a bunch of shelves. So I've got stuff there that I can utilize, which obviously would save me money. It's just, do I get, because like do you see my CDs behind me?
Yeah.
That's the bars.
Mm.
And I'm just wondering whether to do the same thing in my bedroom. I don't know. I don't know, because I like to do a little diorama from, you see. I know it's a bit complicated, but
well, yeah, if you're that way inclined, yeah.
No, just making a bit more display. You know, even if it says something like, you know, when you get some of these pops, they come with the little back cards. That kind of thing. So it doesn't have to be a lot, but something I wouldn't use the ones out of the boxes, but something like that as the background scenery.
Yeah.
You know,
I briefly thought about that, thinking like, oh, if I could just like get some nice sort of like some sort of printed materials and put them behind some of my pops in my cabinet just to make things a bit more. Yeah, quite a sort of
something like the A-Team logo or something like that, you know.
Yeah.
Or Star Wars.
I could like have like photos or like printouts of like sort of wrestling arenas or like WWE logos and stuff like in my wrestling cabinet. And so I might consider looking into something like that myself eventually. But at the moment, I'm just glad that they've got somewhere to be. They're not getting in anyone's. They're not getting in my way, but they look. You can sort of stand and look at them, and but they're not intrusive in what is a very small house. Yeah, room's not your for certain, Mr. Jab. But oh bloody hell, I can't believe we've been talking till nearly midnight. I thought I was going to finish soon, the Abby and Lee. But we've actually managed to have some sensible Funko discussion for the last hour. So
I actually got nobody to encourage me. You see, I did tell you.
Well, yeah, but you and bloody Leroy, you're just setting each other off.
Oh, I'm happy as well for that matter.
Yes, the three of you.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you want to, I mean, we say we get off at midnight, it's probably a good time to.
Yeah, because I wanted a little bit of time to catch up on a bit of YouTube before I went to bed. So I want Earl to do it sooner rather than later. So, I'm going to end this broadcast now, I think. But thank you to everyone who's come into the comments, come into the chat over the course of the last, 3.5 hours.
Like that.
Time fly when you're in good company.
There you go. Oh, bloody hell, I've got a compliment. Holy shit.
I was hoping you'd spot the sarcasm.
Well, I'll take it either way, mate.
But, yeah, cheers, Mr. Jam. Thank you for coming in again. Always nice to talk to you. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you subscribe to us all. Thank you to anyone who might be watching this on demand, and we'll see you next time.
And enter the competition.
Oh, yeah. And enter the competition. The link is in the description as well. See ya.